All right, kids, let's do this. Another week of the work release program.
Nope.
Oh, I did it. I messed
you
it up.
did it.
I
You
messed
did it.
up.
Oh, now our week is ruined. Shut it off. Shut it off.
The Cotter and Marshall Show. Hey, you know what? The fact that I've only done that twice,
Right.
I'm okay with.
Okay. Yep. Okay, sure. You know what? Fine. It's fine. You know what? Let's pretend it didn't happen. Actually,
Should I start over?
Stop. 3, 2, 1.
All right, kids, let's do it.
There,
Another week
nailed
of
it.
the Cotter and Marshall Show.
Yeah. Thank God we weren't live on the air a few moments ago. That would have been real embarrassing.
That would have been horrible.
Yeah, what a horrific way to start week 2 of the Cotter and Marshall Show.
You can get the stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I did want to say, all the feedback I've gotten so far have been positive.
Aggressively positive, and I don't like that.
Why not?
Yeah, it's just people being nice to us.
So it's like
we're new. We're a nice new shiny thing. We haven't earned our stripes yet.
No, I'm fine with that. But it's like I went into Habersham the other day, and I don't remember the gentleman's name, but he was asking about the One Chip Challenge and was saying how he's thrilled to have some music and local guys hanging out in the morning.
Yeah.
I went hosted trivia out at Bar Food Sports last Thursday. There was a lady who's like, man, I love that you guys are on in the morning. So
my wife acknowledged my existence this week. So if you think this last week has been crazy, it's definitely been crazy.
So does your wife listen?
Oh, no. She has way too much respect for herself to do that. Yeah, she would never do that.
All right, so coming up on the show today, we got to talk AEW Revolution.
Oof.
It was good until about the last 5 seconds.
It was okay.
It was a rough way to go out for the show.
Oh, yeah.
We've got another new distillery coming to town.
Love it.
People think we like to drink here in Savannah.
Well, it's because we do.
Yeah, that's true.
I had a little swig before we came on the air today.
Very, very true.
Maybe that's why you said work release program.
What? So you're saying I should stop drinking before we start the
No,
show?
I think you should start drinking more. Yes.
Good call. That's
dummy.
a very
Come
good
on.
call. All right, we got About Last Night coming up in just minutes. We got to talk the Milwaukee Bucks hand sanitizer cam.
It was so horny. It was possibly one of the horniest fan cams I've ever seen in my life.
There was an accident at the post office on Eisenhower.
Oh, good Lord, man. That was terrible.
Not good. And then Twitter looking to make some more money and actually, I guess, giving people an opportunity to make money off of Twitter. I don't know. They want to double their revenue in 2 years.
Yeah, which is totally plausible.
I mean,
totally.
They only want to go up to, what, $7 billion?
I would like to double my salary every 2 years.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know.
All right, it is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Welcome to it. Latest from Chevelle. This is Self-Destructor, Rock 106.1. That's about right. That's about right, guys.
Yeah. All right. Good morning. What up, Gibby? How are you, man? Glad you survived the weekend. Glad we survived the weekend. You are aggressively bright today. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's like every day you're getting closer and closer to death, and that's why your video screen is somehow...
It's just my glowing personality.
Maybe you just need a tan. Will you get a tan already? What the hell's wrong with you? Gib says double income, wouldn't mind that. Right? Right? That would be nice. All right. Just making sure I got everything situated for the show today. Oh, I got to pop open the crazy Eisenhower story. We're doing that story too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I hope everyone had a good weekend. My weekend was good, man. Obviously got drunk Saturday from a little beer meeting we had. We'll talk about an unwelcomed house guest. He was welcomed at first, then he wasn't welcomed. Yeah, we'll talk about that top the 7 o'clock hour. What did I do Friday? What did you do Friday?
I don't know. It was so long ago.
I know. Oh, I went out day drinking.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, you know what's the coolest thing about like doing the morning show now? Like Fridays, no one comes into work here.
No,
because we're still in a COVID pandemic office,
right?
So I just left early, and I was just like, I'm gonna go do some day drinking.
Oh, I actually had to come back to work on Friday, so I do a shift for one of our stations in New Bern.
Yeah.
It's voice tracked. Spoiler alert. So
that means pre-recorded.
So they sent the log, and when I searched it at 4 o'clock on Friday morning, I grabbed the previous week's log.
Oh.
So I recorded the wrong shift. So
Great.
Here's what I did. So they emailed me and it's like, hey man, is there any way you could redo this? It was 3:00 in the afternoon. I'm already at home. I'm like, I'm not going back in tonight. So I tried to, I worded my response in a way hoping they would just go, it's all good. Don't worry about it this week. So I'm like, yeah, I can't do it today. I wouldn't be able to get to it until tomorrow morning at 8. The shift starts at 10. Like, they're just going to be like, cool, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, that's cool, thanks. God dang it.
Oh, man.
So I was like, no, I'd much rather sleep in on Saturday.
Yeah, no
so
kidding, right?
I just went in Friday.
Yeah, that's a rough go.
It was
Sorry
my,
that
it was
happened to
my
you.
fault.
Yeah. Well, at least you didn't run your car into the post office. This story is terrible, and it just it happened yesterday on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the post office was open.
Are they open on a Sunday?
I didn't know that.
They can't be, right? I didn't either.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Also, who the hell's going to the post office on a Sunday? It's crazy. Gibby, what's going on? Sunroof glass for the van is replaced. Nice. 2 tires replaced. Also nice. Installed a door in the mudroom where our water heater resides. So yeah, my weekend was definitely fulfilled. Yeah, man, that's quite the weekend. Max, or no, Tim goes P.O. box. All right, yeah, sure, but like I didn't want to get my mail on Sunday, let alone pretty much any other day of the week. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. But wild stuff, man. Terrible. Someone passed away. Crazy. But we won't kick off your day with stories about death. We'll talk about possibly oddly fan cams jerking off on.
Yeah, this was one of those stories. They obviously did not think this through.
No, I mean I get.
Or did they? And they got what they wanted. It went viral.
Well, it's like we should put the video up. I'll place the video up on the Facebook page. But the video where it hits like the second fan, which is this attractive female who is wearing a low-cut shirt, so her top of her chest was exposed. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's a great story. Of course, Milwaukee. Why not, man?
What are the chances the videos are already loaded up to Pornhub? Probably pretty good.
Probably pretty
Somebody
good.
did it.
Yeah. You've never looked at Pornhub. But
no, I've heard.
You know who's a connoisseur of Pornhub? I've heard Jake Thompson of Bob 106.9. So we can ask him to look when he gets back into work 11:30 today.
All right, guys, we got about 30. We'll be right back. Don't forget to get the stream right now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We've actually got an official YouTube URL.
That's right. I mean, all of our social media is at Cotter Marshall, but YouTube was being a little B word, and now it's youtube.com/The Cotter and Marshall Show.
Yeah, so what's cool about the stream is we can interact during breaks. We can chat back and forth. You can kind of see behind the scenes. So if you haven't checked out the stream yet, highly recommend for you to do so. All right, let's get into story number 1 of About Last Night. It's been a staple of sporting events for decades to have the kiss cam.
Right.
But in the age of COVID, the kiss cam, not something you can really get into. So the Milwaukee Bucks have fans back at their games, about 1,800 fans per game. Now, they got strict rules. You got to wear a face mask the entire time.
Of course.
And so instead of the kiss cam, because the face mask is going to prevent that, they have decided to debut something called the hand sanitizer cam.
Which was oddly, it's aggressively sexual. You think it wouldn't be, but it's very sexual once you kind of lay your eyes on how they decided to portray the hand sanitizer cam. And apparently, it was such a overwhelming success, at least virally on the internet, that they have said they'll never do it again.
So when they would go to the big screen, you would see the fans sitting in the stand. There would be a bottle of hand sanitizer, a digital bottle on the screen, and it would squirt white liquid onto the fans.
Yeah.
Their faces.
Yeah, hitting their faces.
Their chests.
People were supposed to, pretend to catch it in their hands, but people weren't. And, the second fan was a very attractive female who was wearing a low-cut shirt, and it was kind of hitting that area on her. And, wow, it was just...
Did they know this going in and just hope that it would go viral and they would get attention, or did somebody not think this through?
No, I think this was not a thought-through plan. I feel like no one even tested it. They're just like, oh, yeah, we just got, I've got Tim back in engineering. He created the graphic for us, and that's just what they got. But, it went viral after someone noticed how aggressively horny this bottle was. And it went viral, and the Bucks put out a statement. We're trying to find new ways to interact, and that will not be one of them moving forward in the future.
My guess is somebody back in IT or creative who came up with it.
Tim.
It's
a Tim.
Nobody's going to allow us to do this. Let's just make it as bad as we can. Whiter liquid, thicker and whiter.
It's a nice stream, a nice thick stream, guys. It is outstanding. It is really worth your time. You got to check it out. We're going to post this up at the Cotter and Marshall Facebook page. Of course, if you haven't liked us there, please do so. We're going to put up all of our content. Plus, you can watch our stream there.
All right, so we got not the hand sanitizer stream.
Right.
No, not that kind of stream.
Right. Our stream's different.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yes, it's different color.
All right, more about last night coming up. Horrible accident at the post office in Eisenhower. Changes coming to Twitter. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Yeah, Tim, I'll drop the link in the chat for sure. Let me find it actually. All right. I just dropped the link in the chat for you guys to check out. It should be popping up on whatever service you're following us on here in a moment. All right, guys. Yeah, so coming up next, going to talk about the horrible accident that happened over on Eisenhower yesterday at the post office, and then Twitter trying to I don't know. It's stupid. Why? I don't know. I would never do this. Essentially, they're making Twitter into OnlyFans.
Yeah, kind of. That's what they're looking to do.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to post this up on the Facebook page real quick.
And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like there are podcasts and things on the internet that I definitely listen to. And I don't know. I just haven't found that one yet that I'm like, okay, I'll drop some cash on that. I don't know. I'm shocked that many people are so willing to do it just for additional content.
Oh, like an OnlyFans type thing?
Any of that, that you can get Patreon or that kind of stuff. It's like, look, if you got somebody you want to support them. That's cool. I haven't found that yet, that I'm that into that I want to support like that.
Yeah, ooh, I get it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I only sink in like $100 a month, but it's to just mostly mothers who are trying to get through college. So
so noble of you. Thank you.
Well, I mean, someone's got to support them. Good morning, Mike. We're awake. We actually, Cotter came over to my house last night. We watched AEW Revolution, which we'll talk about in the 7 o'clock hour. We were up till midnight.
Yeah.
Which for a new morning show is dumb. We should have gone to bed way earlier, but of course, we're grown-ups.
Yeah.
So we decided to make that executive decision.
Make bad choices. I will say though, and it's only been 1 week, so I think this feeling will grow. I really felt I earned the weekend.
Right.
And for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
It's like a pandemic, hours got questionable, working from home happened quite a bit. So weekends would roll around and be like, hey, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
I felt I earned this Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, watching pay-per-views and drinking lots of drinks, yeah. I'll tell you what, man, I look like I had way too much to drink this weekend. I look like garbage in the sun right now. So sorry about that, everyone. I'll eat a salad today.
That'll make a difference.
It'll make a big difference.
Feels so much better now.
There's a 1-day salad treatment that I am really big on. All right, once again, I feel like today's show is kind of packed. I feel really good about it. So obviously we'll wrap up the rest of the hour with About Last Night. We'll talk Cotter and Marshall Madness. Yes, you can start participating this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll have you guys, we'll take your calls at the top 7 o'clock hour. I got a great story about how this dude hates my house. I don't know why. We'll also roll for Big Money Monday.
Yes.
So we'll choose one person, and if their number shows up when we roll the bingo machine over here, they'll win $50 this morning, a Visa gift card. We just mail it to you immediately. Pretty excited about that. And then, of course, we'll wrap up the 7 o'clock hour with an AEW Revolution recap. Gibby says, okay, we need to move on to the Era High Five cam now. LOL. And who posted the table of brews on the Facebook page? That was Cotter.
Yes.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yeah, we do something every quarter called Beer Meeting, where a bunch of us just get together and drink lots of beer.
Yeah, so it's like a bottle share.
Yeah.
So, we just bottle share for like 4 or 5 hours, get mostly drunk.
Yeah, no, I got home, fell asleep, got up for dinner and to watch WandaVision, and then was back asleep by 7:30, 8 o'clock, and didn't wake up until the next morning.
Jesus Christ.
It was great. I will say, I love Beer Meeting. Wasn't blown away with the offerings this go around. It was a little underwhelming.
Yeah, it was tough. I know a few people told me they just grabbed beers like the week before.
Yeah, and I get that.
Even the beers that I've been collecting for like the last month and a half or 2 months, they just they weren't that great. I was disappointed in my own offerings.
It all gives us something to shoot for next time. We will do better.
That's it.
All right, we got about 4.5 minutes.
Perfect. Yeah, don't mind us. It's a slow Monday morning. Just know our brains are slow, not us.
Yeah, no, we'll get there. We'll get there by 9:45. We'll be wide awake.
Yeah, we are going to be rolling at that point.
And then it'll be time for a nap.
You want to hit a smelling salt right now?
You know what? That may not be a bad idea. Do we do it on the air, live?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Okay.
We've done smelling salts once before on camera. If you would like to see that video, it's over at our YouTube page. It really got us going.
Say I'll take the hit first.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
You need the initial snap.
I do because your reaction compared to mine were obviously different because it just by default it dissipates and you get less of it. So I will do it to start the last break of the hour.
Yeah. So
prior to talking Cotter Marshall.
In case you ever need a pickup, if you feel like you're not really performing the way you should, I bought smelling salts, and these are like these sports amplified ones, and they are a kick in the pants.
So it means I'll be an athlete after I take the smelling salts.
It'll be the most athletic you've ever been in your life.
I've done things.
What do you think your vertical jump is right now? How high can you jump?
I have no idea. I wouldn't even know where to start to guess.
We'll jump. You just jump.
No, I get that. To guess. I wouldn't know how to guess.
Okay.
Where to guess how high. Yeah. Not much.
Okay. Well, you've seen those like the jumping, like it tells you how with the little sticks and everything.
You get some of those in here, I'll try it.
Okay.
Somebody has a portable vertical
jumping stick measurer.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that. Will the smelling salts wake a mummy?
I'll let you know.
I feel like that is. Also, I feel like that's the setup of a dad joke. Is there a punchline to that?
Is that Tim?
No, it's Gibby.
Okay. Because if it was Tim, yes, it's a dad joke.
Yeah, I would like to know that. I'd like to hear the payoff to that. I'm excited to talk about WandaVision today too. I think I got some theories to throw out there.
Okay.
None of them as egregiously dumb as all the fan theories from the show for the last 9 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of the. Okay, I shouldn't say any of them were dumb. There were some dumb ones. I mean, I just think it's easy to get swept up into the thought process and seeing what Marvel does and how they bring different characters into the universe. So I think it was easy to assume we were going to get that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think you could be that upset when it doesn't happen.
Right.
You know, or if you want to initially be upset, I get it, but take a step back and think about it. And it's like you weren't owed anything. They never told you were going to get anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is your own mind writing this script.
Right.
I mean, it's like watching wrestling. You want certain things to happen, and when it doesn't, you're mad. You can't just enjoy what was there.
Exactly, and that's why they made Twitter, so all the fanboys can go complain about something. And trust me, they complained about WandaVision. I mean, that's what the internet's good for. We don't say when anything's good. We just say when it's bad.
Yeah. I did watch Coming to America.
Oh, is that good? I heard it was okay.
It was obviously not as good as the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it, though. I mean, is it a great movie? No. But, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was funny. Yeah. Leslie Jones is a national treasure. That woman could be in anything, and I would watch. She is so funny.
Oh, Greg says, will the smelling salts wake a mummy? And Greg goes, no, but they'll wake a mother.
We got about 30 seconds. We'll be back. Good morning. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the stream right now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen live at rock1061.com. You can download the app and get us on your in-home smart speaker. Story number 2 for About Last Night is an unfortunate story. The Savannah Police Department are investigating a crash into the Eisenhower Drive post office, which is right up the road.
That's my post office.
From the radio station.
That's the one I go to all the time.
It resulted in 1 death and 3 injuries.
So it was an older woman, Phyllis Champion. She was attempting to park her Toyota Corolla, solid car, great choice. That was just before noon yesterday. I mean, she mistakenly hit the gas instead of the brake, and she jumps through like the glass of like the area where you like do all your business in the post office, and she wound up hitting some people. 1 person is dead. There's 1 person that is in serious condition at the hospital, and there was 2 other people that went, including a post office worker and then another person that was just trying to get some stuff mailed out.
Now, I was reading some of the comments on one of the articles about the incident, and somebody said this isn't the first time this has happened at this post office.
Really?
Where an accident where somebody drove into the post office, and they're like, we need like the cement, blocks for the cement.
Yeah, like those posts and everything.
The post, to prevent this from happening. I mean, I didn't know the post office was open on a Sunday.
Neither did I. And we were mentioning it off the air a few moments ago. They're like, well, there are all those PO boxes in there. I'm like, oh, I guess people do go in for that. But I mean, like, these people got hit in the regular business area.
Yeah. So I mean, a completely unfortunate situation. The crash was determined to be an accident, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she didn't mean to do it. It wasn't malicious by any means.
Right.
But it's just kind of just a crappy story for the Sunday.
It was a weird way to kick off Sunday, and it's terrible to see that someone lost their life, and maybe Phyllis probably shouldn't be driving anymore. Probably should retire from driving, as she's probably retired from working. But yeah, what a wild story to kick off Sunday right here in Savannah. All
right, we got one more story to go in About Last Night. Twitter making some changes. We'll tell you about it after this. Seether. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Yeah, freaking terrible story, man. My wife was looking at Facebook, and she goes, someone killed someone at the post office. I'm like, what city? She's like, here. I'm like, oh, wow.
Pretty much everybody involved in this story except for the employee were 60 plus.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, nobody uses the post office, 60 and under. I mean, it's just, you don't. I mean, you go occasionally when you have to mail
and I mail packages and stuff, yeah.
I mean, I drove through the post office the other day to drop mail off.
Oh, like Phyllis did? Like you drove through it?
Did the
didn't see that story.
Drop off
Gotcha.
of the mail through the drive-through slot.
Gotcha.
But,
yeah, one of the people that got hurt, their name was Glendora, and the lady driving the car was Phyllis. So a little bit older, definitely a little bit older. Good morning, everyone. Greg, you're up and early on the stream. Glad to see you're awake. Gibby, Tim, Mike, glad you guys are up and at 'em. I wouldn't say we're exactly that way yet.
Getting there, man. Getting there.
We're trying. We'll hit a little smelling salt on the air.
Yeah, we'll do, not this break. I'll do it on the next one, though.
So it's just a capsule, so just break it.
Okay.
Don't break it until we're on the air, though.
No.
Yeah.
'Once, use and discard. 35% alcohol, 15% ammonia.
Yeah, you just want to drink it?
No.
Just cut it open and drink it.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
It'd be pretty potent.
Yeah, it would.
It would be pretty potent.
So what's that, 70 proof right there?
Yeah, I think that's kind of how that works. Gibby goes, ask the internet questions. Yeah, man, I'm working my way to it, goddamn. Greg, been up, walk the dog, ready for work, blah, blah, sleeping is for the rich. All right, goddamn, man. You guys are amped up today. Sorry, man, we stayed up late watching wrestling. We're grown men.
Yeah, we are.
We obviously had priorities yesterday. All right, guys, I got a good one. Let's start off Monday morning with a good question. Hold on. I like this one the best. Let's go with this one. All right, let's answer the internet, guys. Drop your answers in the chat right here. Would you rather have a dog die every time you laugh or have there be a genocide every time you fall in love?
What the hell is that? Oh, my
God. Man. I would rather just have a genocide happen every time I fall in love.
Oh.
So there would have been like at least minimum 2 genocides.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait, does it count like let's say I love my dog? Is that falling in love, or falling in love, is that only considered to be with a partner?
I mean, I think it's different because I mean, you can love your dog.
I love burritos. I fell in love with burritos. Is there a genocide for that?
No,
I'm not for sure.
I don't think so. I think it's more person on person love because you're falling in love with somebody. I love my dog.
Love is love.
Can't say I'm in love with my dog.
Right. That'd be a very big problem.
All right, guys, we got about 30. Get the stream now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Good Monday morning. One more story to go in about last night. All right, so Twitter is looking to increase their revenue. They want to double how much they're making over the next 2 years. They want to go from $3.7 billion to $7.5 billion by 2023.
That's super logical. Like, yeah, I plan on, I don't think I've even barely mentioned it to you. I plan on doubling my salary here at Rock 1061 from $4 a month to $8. So I don't know how I'm going to do it.
I was going to say, if you figure out the plan, let me know.
Well, I think what I'll do is essentially here's what Twitter's doing. Twitter is just copying the homework of the smart kid next to them because Twitter wants to essentially become OnlyFans.
Yeah. They want they got something called the Super Follower Plan. And it will allow users to charge followers for exclusive content, which is basically OnlyFans. So
that's just totally OnlyFans.
It's the same thing when it comes to like cable anymore and all these streaming services. I'm only going to spend so much money on entertainment.
Exactly.
So, I mean, if you're already spending money on OnlyFans or Patreon or something like that, are you going to drop more cash to watch content on Twitter?
Yeah. I mean, like, nudes are already available. Because why else would you follow really anyone on this whole? Why be a super follower of anything when generally, if you could find that content. People will copy and paste it and put it all over the internet.
Yeah.
So if it's actually worth seeing, you could probably just Google it within a day and you'd be fine.
I mean, it's like I haven't found. I mean, there's podcasts I listen to. There are things on the internet that I seek out for entertainment, but I haven't found that one that I'm like, I'm willing to spend money on this.
There's one podcast where I spent money on buying like a T-shirt, and that's just about it.
To me, that's a little bit different. I mean, you're supporting them, but you're getting that in return. Just paying for the content itself.
No,
I mean, it's like I don't need that. If my favorite podcast all of a sudden said it's no longer free, you have to pay for it. Well, I guess I'm not listening to that podcast anymore.
I would just give it up. Well, Twitter also, I kind of half announced a couple other things. Now, people who use Twitter for the longest times, like, dude, can I have an edit button? I like to go back and sometimes there's embarrassing mistakes you just don't catch. You're a little sleepy, just one eye open, kind of looking at things. They said they probably have or Jack Dorsey said there would likely never be an edit button for Twitter. I don't know why. When everyone is asking for it on the platform that you give to everyone, why wouldn't you give it to them?
Now, here's the thing. If they would come in and say, for a one-time fee of $20, you can have an edit button on your Twitter account, I might spend the $20 on that.
They may double their revenue just by doing that. Now, they actually, a person who could go into the back end of Twitter found that they are actually testing an undo button. So you could angry tweet someone, and they will essentially give you 5 seconds before that tweet becomes live, and you can hit the undo button as well. So that is a new feature that Twitter could possibly be implementing here in the near future.
That could get annoying, though, because, I mean, it's like, is it before every tweet I send I have to wait 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm out. Don't make it harder.
I know, and it would make me second guess everything I said, no matter whether it was positive or not. I'd be like, wait a minute, did I drop an F-bomb in there? Probably shouldn't do that.
All right, there you go. About last night, Cotter and Marshall show on Rock 106.1. We're going to talk Cotter and Marshall madness. Also, I'm going to take a hit of a smelling salt. Why not?
It's a big end of the 6 o'clock hour today for us.
It's a Monday. Cotter and Marshall show, Rock 106.1.
Let's see. Dogs are better than people. Yes,
yeah,
100%. I agree. I think most everyone chose genocide there.
That's a tough one, man. That's such a tough one.
Greg says, watch The Social Dilemma. Yes, I have. It is insane. All the social media companies are you. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep for 6 a.m. in the morning, Greg. I know they sell the data. Yeah, everyone sells your data constantly. We are data, and we don't. Here's the thing that bothers me most about knowing that people sell my data. Fine, I'm cool with it. Why don't I get a cut of my own data?
Yeah.
Where's Congress going to step in and say, you know what, that's not cool? But that's never going to happen. And Greg says, and they massively manipulate what you see. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Hold on. Toaster. Can't wait to see those ads later.
I was listening, I don't know, it was years ago. I was sitting on my desk. I was listening to a podcast or a morning show or something, and they were talking about yogurt.
Sure.
And then 30 minutes later on my Facebook feed, there was an ad for yogurt. And I'm like, F you guys. F all of you.
Yeah. I was, my brother... my brother and I were having a phone call, and he goes, oh, yeah, I bought this video game. It's called Godfall. I'm like, oh, cool, man. Have fun with that. And within 30 minutes on my Twitter feed, there was promoted tweets for a game called Godfall. I'm like, so they're listening to my phone calls. Cool. Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, it's like anybody who's worried about the vaccine having a microchip in it, so you can get followed. You got your phone, guys. They can track you so easily if they really want to.
Yeah, don't worry about a microchip. There's one right there. You take it everywhere with you. So one thing that's really bothered me over the pandemic is, every Sunday they give you the report on your phone, the notification, like how many hours you're on your phone. This past week, since I started the morning show, I am on my phone 25% less.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it'd be more if you're doing research. You're going to use it for stuff.
No, I do. Okay. I do most of my research on a desktop computer or a laptop or an iPad. But I'm still. It says I'm using my phone 5 hours a day. That's a lot of hours
still
in the
a lot,
day,
man. But I get it if you're using it less. Because what would you do when you first woke up? Would you just lay in bed and surf?
And before I went to bed every night, I would sit there for an hour and look at my phone. But now I refuse to do that because I have to go to sleep.
Yeah, 100%.
How many hours a day do you use your phone?
I don't know. Let me see.
What'd your report say yesterday? It
I
didn't
don't
make
remember.
you feel bad? Mine just makes me mostly feel bad.
I usually tend to ignore it. I got to see, is there a place for me to actually find the report? I never remember.
Greg says the EULA is why they get the money and you don't. What is the EULA? Is that another dad joke? Am I falling into something here? EULA. A contract between a software producer and the eventual user of the product specifying the terms and conditions of use. Oh, the end user license agreement.
Yeah.
We're dumb.
The things that we don't read, that we just click on, those.
Yeah, no, I agree to that. I'll agree to anything. Just let me get to my thing.
Daily average, 1 hour and 26 minutes.
Holy really?
Yeah. I was down 54% from last week.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
because you're not strolling around the internet looking at weird nudes before you go to bed anymore. All right, guys. Once again, the last answer the internet question. It's so good, I'm going to ask it twice. Would you rather have a dog die every time you laugh or have there be genocide every time you fall in love?
I'm
going to guess I laugh, let's just go ahead and say 30 times a day. So 30 times 7, 210 people. 210 people times 4 weeks.
It's dogs, though, not people, right?
Or sorry, yeah, dogs. Let's just even round up. I would kill 1,000 dogs a month just by laughing.
That's not cool.
Or like just a small genocide. I'm going to go small genocide, even if it's a large genocide. What's the average genocide?
I don't know.
I just Googled small genocide. Okay. It seems like a large amount of people.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a genocide. It's not. I
right.
mean,
well,
I don't know.
All right.
That's tough. No,
I'm going to go genocide. It's totally fine. All right. Wrapping up the hour once again. We've got, where's my stuff? Nope, that's not it. There it is. We're going to do Cotter and Marshall Madness to wrap up the 6 o'clock hour today. We'll talk about that. Also, Cotter and I are going to hit the smelling salts. We stayed up a little too late last night watching some professional wrestling. So we're going to hit the smelling salt before we hit the 7 o'clock hour. We're going to take your calls at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. We'll also do the Big Money Monday roll. Hopefully going to hook someone up with some cash this morning, and then we'll do a review of AEW Revolution to wrap up the 7 o'clock hour. We'll play trivia today. We'll do Marshall's Music News today. We'll also get into our drunk line for the very first time. So that should be fun, and we'll talk some WandaVision in the second half of the show. How much time we got?
We got about 3 minutes.
Right.
Got brand new tune from The Offspring playing now at the Bad Times Roll.
I actually listened to that over the weekend for the first time fully. It's actually a good song.
It's fun, man. I really like The Offspring. Yeah, it's very fun.
All right, let's dive into another question. If we got a little less than 3 minutes. Cotter.
Yes.
Would you rather edit or film a porn?
Is that it?
Yeah. Would you rather edit or film a porn?
Film. Because I don't need to go through and get close-ups and decide which cut to use. Just let me film it and be done. I don't want to spend too much time thinking about it. Film it and be done.
That's a tough one. Have you guys heard the game Hot Ones, Truth or Dab? Yes, I think I have. That's not the TV show, right? Or is it the TV show?
I don't know. Maybe it's an at-home version. It could be a fun, just Torture Tuesday.
Yeah. Or it could be just a fun in between the break thing. Could make for a fun day for sure. But no, hit us up with a link. Gibby, let us know about that. I don't know. I think I would probably want to film it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't need to be in charge of the final cut. Don't care. It would all be awkward. I don't know. It would just all be awkward.
I don't. You know what? I bet you porn stars are just pretty great people. I mean, they obviously love their jobs. I'm gonna film it. I get to meet them. You know, being stuck in like the editing bay sounds pretty bad. So yeah, I would. You know, and if you film it, you can work your way up to directing films one day. You know,
where'd you get your start? Yeah. Porn.
Yeah.
You know, not too many people make that jump.
Yeah. Well, you know, funny story about porn. So back when I was working for X1075 in Las Vegas, we would do stuff with porn companies.
Yeah.
Because
Vegas,
we were an active rock station at that time for my first couple of years there before we more switched to alternative. And we worked with Digital Playground. Digital Playground at that time is a very large, like, DVD porny place. And there was this guy who actually lives down in Tampa. His name is Mike Moss, the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
But I needed to get some pricing from him. We gave away like 4 packs of porn DVD stuff. And he hit me up. He's like, hey, I can't meet at the radio station. Are you going to the show tonight? And actually, it was a show I was going to.
Right.
And I met him in the Mandalay Bay parking garage and got 4 boxes of porn and exchanged it like a drug deal between me and him and between our vehicles. It was fun. It was definitely a lovely way to go about that.
All right, we got about 15. All right, be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, before we go any further, Marshall bought just a thing of smelling salts.
Yeah.
It is the ammonia sport version of the smelling salts. It's a Monday. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, we stayed up watching AEW last night and didn't end until almost midnight. So these are like generally like break in case of emergency. Like, let's say we're just feeling a little tired, and we're kind of feeling a little bit tired this morning. So we're going to get amped up. So break it, sniff it, and throw it over here. I'll try to.
Oh! Oh my God! I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. We're good now. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody else is now also awake.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we feel good now. Are you ready to continue on with the show? I feel I've never been more awake.
That stuff works, man.
Yeah.
Forget about coffee.
You good?
Can we get Ammonia Sport to sponsor the show?
He should.
I'll do that every morning.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wow.
What do you want to talk about?
Everything. The meaning of life. Bring it on. I feel smarter.
You don't look smart.
Well, no, we just hit a smelling salt.
Okay. Cotter and Marshall Madness. That's what it says on the sheet right here. Let's talk about it.
We've got an Xbox Series X we want to give away. Got our hands on this. Of course, March Madness right around the corner. Mm-hmm. Selection Sunday goes down Sunday. So we've got a bracket-style pick'em contest that you can enter right now. You can sign up now at rock1061.com.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So what we're doing is you have an opportunity to fill out 3 brackets, not just 1, 3. So go crazy, but be conservative. Just make sure you don't do both those ideas on the same exact one. And then, like Cotter said, the person that does the best in this bracket challenge is going to win a Xbox Series X bundle. That includes an extra controller, the latest copy of Madden, Xbox Game Pass, and also a $20 gift card.
And we'll be doing our own bracket as well. We'll have a Torture Tuesday on the line, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep, as fun as that smelling salt.
So if you want to enter, get signed up right now, rock1061.com. Selection Sunday is this coming Sunday, so after the bracket is laid out, you can go back and you can make your picks. Cotter and Marshall Madness, rock1061.com. Wow.
Woo!
Wow, yeah.
Woo!
That initial hit is way different than the follow-up because, I mean, it, like I said, dissipates a little bit.
Yeah, I hit it 2 or 3 times because it wasn't as intense as the first one when we tried it the first time.
Wow.
Yeah, it was it was a ride, wasn't it?
I apologize to anybody just listening, hearing us yell.
Truth or Dab? Oh, Gibby just sent me a thing here. Check it out. So,
shoot.
Truth or Dab, the game, hot sauce included. It's your chance to be in the hot seat, answer deeply personal and potentially awkward questions, or face the last dab. The game consists of 250 questions, pit players against each other. Okay, that's fun. You know what? We're going to, maybe we do that like the last, I don't know, we could probably do like the last hour of a show. Yeah. Like once a week.
Yeah.
Change it up from Answer the Internet.
I like that.
Yeah, speaking of, I need to see if Answer the Internet has expansion packs.
We're going to blow through this in a week.
Nah, we're not. We're actually doing really good. There's hundreds of them. All right, guys. And once again, thanks for hanging around on the stream this morning. Man, smelling salts are wild.
That is intense, man. Intense.
All right, so in the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to take your phone calls. So I have this guy in my life who every time he comes over to my house, he breaks something. And this past weekend, he broke more stuff in my house. So we're going to ask the question, do you have a guest or have you had a guest come over and break something at your house and try to cover it up? Because that's exactly what happened to me. It's happened twice now.
Yeah.
So much so, my wife, I don't think she wants him back in the house.
I'm surprised you keep letting him back in.
I mean, the first time wasn't bad, but this past time was like, it was egregiously bad.
I mean, you've learned your lesson. You don't let him spend the night when he's in town anymore.
Right.
You've shut that down. And it's funny because you'll send a text to like me and Jake. It's like, he ain't spending the night here, guys. Sorry, it's on you.
One of you guys need to step up.
He's never reached out to me, so I'm just letting it go.
Well, you're the last one. You're the last one. He's coming to you next time.
I don't know. I mean, it's like I tried to text him and he didn't respond. You know, he wouldn't respond to my text. So then he brought that up on Saturday. He said, "Hey man, I was being an a-hole. I didn't respond. I'm so sorry." So when he does reach out, I'll just not respond. Sorry, man. It's just being an a-hole, I guess.
Wow. Good Lord. You know, we should have let Hefe hit that smelling salt before we threw it away.
No.
We're not good coworkers to him.
Don't do that to Hefe.
Hefe's just sitting on top of the Mexican cactus right now, taking a little nap. I don't see how he is taking a nap after us screaming.
Jeez, man. Wow.
I know that was definitely fun. All right, guys. Man, Monday morning, we made it through the weekend somehow. This weekend, we actually don't have a ton going on.
Got Adelaide's Way on Friday.
Well, yeah, I mean that, but like I'm talking Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
There's not much going on in general. I mean, the Savannah Boat Show.
Yeah.
But, unless you're, a big-time boat guy, probably not going up to that.
Not a big-time boat guy. But no, I'm looking forward to Adelaide's Way. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Rick DeJesus will be stopping in studio Friday morning, 9 a.m. We'll be drinking beers with him. What beer do we want to do?
I think we grab a couple different varieties just to give him an option. Maybe he's not an IPA guy.
Sure.
I don't know. We maybe try to reach out to him. Do I have his phone number? I did at one point in time. I don't know if I have it anymore. Old phone.
I don't think I ever met Rick DeJesus before.
Yeah, so they did the show at Stage on Bay, and we did the promotion. We did the meet and greet at Southbound. You were there for that, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Because it was Josh Todd from Buck Cherry,
Mm-hmm.
and it was his other band, not Buck Cherry.
Sure, it was Josh Todd and the Criminals or whatever.
I don't remember what it was. And then
Hoodlums.
So I had to shuttle people back and forth, and that's the time we made the promoter really mad. Because we did the promotion not on site at his place, but a half a block up the road at Southbound.
Oh,
because he was mad that we were taking money away from the bar, and I'm like, how are we doing this? I don't get this. He was really upset.
Yeah, well,
you got a bunch of free advertising, man. Yeah. Shut up.
Stage on Bay shut down, so whatever.
But no, Rick's always a good guy, man. He's always been a good guy.
Yeah. All right, once again in the 7 o'clock hour, we are going to take your phone calls.
Oh, I do. I still have his phone number unless he changed it.
We'll also do Big Money Monday and then the recap of AEW. Hit him up. Like, hey, man, caught her from Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, I'll do it not at 7 in the morning because he lives out in Vegas. So
yeah,
a little bit
just
early.
3 hours. Just 3 hours behind.
Wait.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, so we still have about 6 minutes before we do anything. I did last week. We talked about weird hobbies or weird hobbies of things you can do. I can make balloon animals, so I actually did buy balloons. We'll do something with those a little bit later on. So I had to see if I could still blow those up and actually make things at the house. Found out my dog hates balloons because a couple popped, freaked out. I felt really, really bad. So I stopped practicing. But I can blow them up still, at least a couple of them, and I can still make things. So we'll see what I can do a little bit later on. Stream only. We'll do that here in a bit. 7 o'clock. I can't believe it's 7 already. First hour went by so quick. Big Money Monday. If you didn't text in this week, you'll be able to do it again starting this coming Friday. It's really simple. Just text us your name and one number, 1 through 9, We're going to select one person during the 7 o'clock hour, and then we're going to spin the bingo machine and say they pick the number 3. And any number with the 3 in it pops up, win the $50 gift card. If not, nobody wins that week, and we'll do it again next week. So we'll see how that goes. Like to give some money away in the first one out, man. Let's do it. So that'd be a lot of fun. So big thanks to everybody who did text in. If you didn't, you could do so again this coming Friday and throughout the weekend. Also, the drunk line is a thing over the weekend. If you drink too much, give us a call, leave us a message. We'll play it back on Monday. Don't give us your name if you don't want to. Completely understand. But we'll do that each and every Monday. So that's coming up during the 9 o'clock hour a little bit later on.
Sorry, I need to get better at actually putting you on a solo cam when I leave. Don't worry, I'll get better with my video work. All right. How much time we got?
We still have like 5 minutes.
Oh, perfect. Let's answer the internet, guys, for one hanging around this morning. Good, happy Monday morning. Let's kick off the week with a very simple question, Cotter. I think everyone can probably drop your answers into the comments as well, everyone. Cotter, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
I just want to see a horse-sized duck, so give me the one. I just want to see what this looks like.
That's a giant.
It's a giant duck.
That's a giant duck. I would rather fight the 100 duck-sized horses. I can imagine I can have a weapon of some sort. I just want a golf club. I feel like a golf club would probably hold up pretty well.
You know, I think so. I think that's a good call.
100 duck-sized horses. Easy.
This sounds ridiculous.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I can just kick them. I got some steel-toed boots on. I'm just kicking them like footballs, and I'm just putting them away. Gibby, hell yeah. How many drunk callers did you have over the weekend? Just a couple. Actually, only one was, I think, really great.
Yeah.
So we'll just play a couple or one-ish, and then we'll obviously, hopefully have more in the future. But there was some that were just like pretty brutal. Gibby, what would you fight? Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? I'll take the 100. God, I'll take the one.
I just want to see a horse-sized duck.
Do you think you could fight it?
No, I'd probably
successfully
lose.
fight it.
I'd probably lose, but
It'd
that's
kill
fine.
you?
I accept my defeat, but I can die going, that's one large-ass duck.
Just so you know, you die.
That's fair.
It is a fight to the death.
Hey, man, tell the story. Cotter went out, horse-sized duck.
Yeah.
You should have seen it. It was awesome.
David Kemps goes, I will take on the one horse-sized duck. All right, Dave's with you. Gibby says, a horse-sized duck. It'd be like slaying a honking dragon.
That's true. That's awesome.
Yes, 1,000%.
That's fantastic.
All right. Perfect.
All right, so we got Godsmack awake playing in about 4.5 minutes. I'm awake after smelling something.
Yeah, it's
man.
very
Woo!
suitable.
That worked. Got the job done.
Good golly. All right, got our next couple answer the internet questions lined up. We'll wait on those before we jump into this. First break of the hour, we're going to take your phone calls. If our engineer is watching, where's our flashing call light you promised us? Craig Alexander says one horse-sized duck or one whore-sized duck. It's like Gremlins and just has like lipstick over its bill. Oh, horse-sized duck. Well, yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
No, one horse, as in the animal-sized duck, is what we were looking at, Craig. I wish they'd do a Gremlins follow-up.
I do too. I mean, it's like the second one was.
Speaking of,
the second one was so different from the first. I mean, technically a sequel. You had the main guy who was still in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the girl was still in it. I think there were a couple.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah,
and it was more of a satire on pop culture with the second one.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, I would love to see a third Gremlins movie.
Yeah,
I think it'd be great.
And the first film is, I mean, it's so family friendly, except for the one part where the female, the girlfriend, the love interest, she talks about her dad. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
She's like, yeah, my dad's dead. We thought he just left, but yeah, he fell into the chimney and died. And
Trying to be Santa Claus.
And we found him months later.
I want to say in the second one, they take that even a step further, and there's a messed up story for like every holiday. She tells a story like for like every, President's Day's got a story.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the second one.
It just really threw me off when I was watching the movie because I watched it over Christmas again because it's kind of a Christmas movie, but wild.
Yeah,
wild.
I mean, and it's one of those. I don't know. Gremlins is one of those things to where it doesn't even have to be a true sequel. I mean, you can just give us a reboot. Retell the story. It's just. I mean, I don't need to know what those two characters are up to. I just want to see what havoc the Gremlins can
Give me Gizmo. People. I love little Gizmo.
Yeah, I think those are the same. The humans, though, I don't need.
Well, in general, I don't need humans.
Different humans is fine.
All right. Let's see. Just make sure I'm set here. Call on topic. Big Money Monday. Cool. After we get done taking calls, I'll have you choose the one person that we are going to roll for, so we are set for when we roll on the second half of this hour.
Okay.
Also, Craig, thanks for watching. I know I got to reach out to you still in regards to your tie win versus me in trivia.
Did I print out trivia? I did.
Perfect. Hello, Gavin. Good morning, sir.
All right, we got about a minute. It's a little over.
Perfect. Put away our smelling salts.
Yeah, those are, I think the initial thing was smelling salts Friday, but no, I think Monday's the way to go.
Maybe it is Monday.
Monday's the way to go.
I did watch AEW last night. We're going to actually review it at the end of this hour, so keep watching. We'll get into all the craziness. Also, big ups to my buddy Dave. He's the marketing director for the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp for hooking me up with this hoodie. It's actually a hoodie because they were a AA ball club last year. Now they're AAA. They couldn't sell because they're no longer in the Southern League.
Okay.
So yeah, I got some discontinued, merch that is unavailable.
All right, we got
one of a kind.
20 seconds. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So this morning, going to take your calls. You can also text in. You can comment on the stream as well. Phone number is 800-394-1061. We're going to talk house guests and looking for stories of disastrous ones. Now, this started Saturday. I was about to say yesterday.
Yeah.
Saturday for us. We do a quarterly beer meetings, like a bottle share. 10 or so people get together. Everybody brings 4 or 5 beers. By the end of it, it's like going to a beer fest. You're like, oh, this little shot of beer's not gonna get me drunk. After 3 hours, you're completely wasted.
Yeah, we went almost 5 hours on Saturday.
Yeah, we did.
It was quite an ordeal. But I did a little I guess after party at my house. A couple of people came over, and one of the people that came over was a buddy of ours that we worked with here at the radio station, and he was back in town for this meeting. He was drunk. He was drunk at the meeting.
Yeah, he was.
Aggressively loud, aggressively an over-talker. Like, he was just having a really good time, which is fine. You know what? We all get drunk. It's fine. We all make aggressively dumb mistakes. But the dude came over to my house and immediately goes into the bathroom. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Come on, not puking. And I didn't hear anything. I'm like, okay, maybe it's fine. And then, some time passed on. We were all playing games and stuff. And I'm like, where is this dude? And I had to go knock on the bathroom door, It's like, Leaf, what's going on, buddy? Hey, you got any towels? Like, what are you what do you need towels for?
Is he taking a shower in there? What's going on?
He goes, and he cracks the door at this point. He goes, I'm not going to lie. I just took a really big poop. And all the poop went down your toilet, but the water came up and it flooded your bathroom. And I looked down. There's like an inch of water on my bathroom floor. He's been in there for like 30, 45 minutes, and he said nothing. He's just standing in it. And then he closes the door. I go back and sit down. I grab him some towels. And I go back and sit down, and then I hear like this crash. The dude fell into my bathtub, and he like knocked down the shower curtain, and it's lying on the floor, and like it's just like there's poop water on the floor. The drywall's all scraped up because of the shower curtain. I mean, it's aggressively bad at this point, right? And I'm like, you okay? Yeah. Just everything's fine. It's like another 30 minutes pass. It's my only guest bathroom.
Yeah.
So the people are walking into my bedroom to use the master bath. He finally comes out. He says nothing and goes right outside and starts vaping on my screened-in porch. And I walk out there, I'm like, you good? And he's like, oh, yeah, man. I just don't want to be around people right now. I feel embarrassed because of the whole poop thing. Come on. And then the last time I had the dude over my house, he was like, oh, he spent the night. And he's like, oh, I'll make breakfast. He like broke my spatula like in half, didn't say anything, and he like put it behind the sink. He hit it like a small child. Yeah. It's like the dude comes over to my house every time and he breaks something, and then he threw poop water all over my floor on Saturday night. And then he fell into my shower because he was too drunk. He's a house guest from hell, dude. Like my wife was livid on Saturday. Livid. Like, I'm sorry, he can't come back into the house.
Now, you guys kind of learned your lesson because, he doesn't live in the area anymore. So when he would come back for these meetings, he'd have to have a place to stay. So in the past, he has stayed at your house.
Yeah.
You put the kibosh on that.
He can't stay at my house.
Now
he's on a ban.
He can't even come over anymore.
Yes, my wife probably will not allow him in the house.
Have you ever had a house guest like this? Came in and just wreaked havoc at your place.
And he's a big dude. He's like Chris Farley to me, right? But he's just not funny. He's like Matt Foley, with the jacket, like at the coffee table. I was waiting for him to fall through my coffee table.
So when he came out of the bathroom, was he sweating at all?
No, he wasn't. But it's funny. So yesterday when I went in there, we had to clean the bathroom. We mopped the floor. We washed all the towels. We pulled off the apron or the shower curtain and everything. I think there was a button to his pants or his shirt on the floor. It definitely wasn't any clothing that I had. There was like a button there. And I'm like, what did this dude do? So we had to like scrub down the whole bathroom yesterday before you came over to watch wrestling.
House guests from hell. We've all had them. What's your story? 800-394-1061. It's funny because if you know this guy, I mean, I can so picture him just walking out, not acknowledging it at all.
No.
And then just trying to pass it off. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to vape.
It was like a calamity of like, it just kept going. And it just kept going.
Oh, that's amazing.
And my wife, generally a pretty nice lady, a little drunk, and she let everyone know how upset she was about the situation.
Well, I mean, just because there's precedent, it's like we all understand, so there's precedent to it there. Yeah, I get it. I get being a little upset.
Craig goes, quite the power move, coming over and breaking things. A sign of dominance, maybe? I don't know what he was doing there. Yeah.
I don't know. That's trying to think if I had any like that. No, I mean, I haven't had any guests come over and just wreak havoc on anything.
And break something.
Yeah, no, I can't think of that.
You want to do a quick reset here?
Yeah.
See if we can jump call here.
Yep. I've got one story about me. I could tell.
Okay.
My 21st birthday.
Yeah, I love. Tim goes, oh my. Oh man. Gibby goes, whoa, dude. Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Like we were playing like those Jackbox games, so everyone can like play on their phones and everything. And like everyone was like fascinated with that. Thankfully, he wasn't making a lot of noise or anything. He was just like gone for the entire time. And we're just waiting for him to come back so he could join the game, right? And he just never came back.
So when I came over last night for AEW, your wife had was that the shower curtain she had?
Yeah.
Out?
Okay. We were literally just putting the shower curtain back on so that the bathroom would look normal for everyone. Bob, good morning. Yes, we are very handsome. Hopefully your trip to Disney went well. Tim goes, Elijah will be my house guest from hell, but he's my son, so not really a guest. But damn, that boy wreaks havoc. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's little moments in this life. I guess, I was a house guest from hell for my sister, Tanya.
Recently, or?
No, this was a couple years ago. I mean, for her, I was a house guest from hell. To me, perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. I just got high.
Yeah.
And she had an issue with me getting high.
All right, we got about 30 seconds. Be sure to get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This morning, we're taking your calls, 800-394-1061. Want your stories about house guests from hell.
Mm-hmm.
You had one, spent some time at your place on Saturday, clogged your toilet.
Clogged my toilet, flooded my bathroom, fell into my shower, Chris Farley style, like tore up my drywall. I gotta repaint and fix all that probably later this week. I mean, it's just that was a tough Saturday night when I was already kind of drunk.
Now, I can't think of any bad house guests that I've had that have caused damage like that.
Mm-hmm.
My parents came over, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas prior, pre-pandemic, and they don't get along, so it's just uncomfortable. They just don't talk to each other.
Right.
That's tough. But years ago, on my 21st birthday, I got drunk. It's what you do on your 21st birthday.
Of course.
And this is when, I don't know if Aftershock is still a thing. It was like, it's like a cinnamon liqueur kind of stuff.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's bright
yeah,
red.
It was like Fireball.
Yeah, it's kind of, pre-Fireball.
Oh, okay.
So it was just
version 1 of Fireball.
Bright red. And I got hammered. I remember driving back. It was another friend of ours had an old school Beetle, Volkswagen. So it was the old school original Beetles. I remember just having my head pressed up against this tiny little window in the back, trying to cool off, thinking I'm so going to puke. Hopefully I don't puke in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to my friend's house, and for whatever reason, he had white carpet in his bathroom.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I didn't completely make the toilet when I puked.
That probably looked like a scene from The Exorcist, like with blood everywhere, because you probably puked up that aftershock.
It was all aftershock.
And it was just all red, wasn't it?
All red,
oh my
all
God.
over his carpet, and it was like that for years, and I felt so bad. He gave me the aftershock.
Right.
I kind of think part of it's his fault.
I would say a small percentage of that issue is his fault. Yeah, I would put that on him.
I agree. And I mean, I was only 21. I didn't know better. Yeah. What am I doing?
Getting drunk like an idiot. I went and visited my sister a couple years ago in Denver, Colorado, and I stopped by the edible store,
yeah, you do.
the weed store, because I was in Denver, and she actually found out after I left that I was just eating edibles most of the time and getting high because whatever. It's not. You shouldn't give me a choice. That's the city of Denver's fault. Anyway, my sister has cats, and for some reason, she thought even the possibility of me having edibles in the house could have got to her cats.
Okay.
They didn't. I didn't hurt any cat.
Not that you know of?
No. I mean, they all came in like plastic jars.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they had screw tops. There's no way the cats could have got in. But she called me on a random Saturday night like 2 years later because my sister told her, because I got my sister. I got
2 years later?
I got my other sister high. Well, like way to narc on me, narc. Anyway, yeah. So she called me and like yelled at me for an hour and made me apologize like profusely. And I'm like, I'm honestly thinking about not having a sister right now. But I did. I owned up to it, but whatever. Yeah.
All right, 800-394-1061. We want your stories. House guests from hell. You can call, you can text, you can comment on the stream. 800-394-1061. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Yeah, my sister got big mad at me.
That's
just for I got high responsibly. I went to a museum and got high. I honestly don't know how you go to a museum not being high.
A game changer.
Right. Like everything looked better that day. I was just having a great time.
What was it? Just the stereotypical painting, sculpture-y kind of museum? Okay.
Yeah. Nice. I was having a good time. Enjoying art. I was just enjoying the art the same way the art was created. Probably high.
Right?
Yeah. All right. Everyone's being a little shy today, apparently, not dropping in with their housemates from hell story. Well, while we wait for a possible phone call, let's go ahead and jump into another Answer the Internet question. Cotter, what would you give up first? And everyone dropping your answers on the chat here. Would you give up, what would you give up first? Drinking, watching sports, or getting off?
Watching sports. It's the easy one. All right, we got a call. Rock 1061, who's this?
Yes, this is Denise out of Bryan County, Georgia.
Hey, Denise.
Hey, I wanted to ask all the businesses to do something to pay back the community for all their support this year.
Okay.
What I'd like to ask them to do, because our business is going to do it, is adopt a senior. These are seniors that can't afford their caps and gowns and all the stuff that goes with it.
Oh, okay.
And I think it'd be nice if some of the businesses adopted one.
Is there a group or organization that is putting this together that people can get a hold of?
Actually, there's not. My employee, I had wanted to come up with something to pay back the community, and one of my employees came up with that idea.
Okay. No, what's your business?
It's a Huddle House.
Oh, okay.
Restaurant.
Nice.
I like the Huddle House. They're cool.
So I would just like to invite all the businesses to come up with something like that.
No, I think that's awesome.
Perfect. You just told everyone on our stream, so we're good. Yeah, we're live streaming right now, so you just told everyone. Everyone get on that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
That was random.
I was not expecting that.
It's a good idea. They did. I know there were organizations that did it last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a neat idea. My youngest kid is a senior this year, and it's a bummer for these kids, man. They missed out on so much.
Yeah.
This year and last year, it's like all of the fun stuff you get to do your senior year, and it's all gone. Yeah, they're kind of back in school, and yeah, they're seeing kids again, but it's not the same thing. It's completely different. I feel bad. I feel bad for them.
All right. They're kids, so I don't like them. So they don't deserve anything. Tim goes, I've had two ex-girlfriends at two separate occasions puke out the back window of my car. I've got it all in the back seat.
Oh.
One occasion was a rental car when we were returning from Georgia, Florida game. That was a mess.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a little gross. That is a little gross. All right. Obviously, everyone else is kind of waking up on a Monday morning, hoping to get some calls there, but we'll go ahead and move forward. What do you want to do right here? You want to jump into...
We could do Big Money Monday here if we feel the AEW is a two-breaker.
Yeah, we could probably jump into that.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and pick someone from the text line? Bob goes, when you take your brother out for his 21st birthday and he pukes into the crack of your back seat window. Ooh. feel like he had to do that on purpose, man. He like pull back the little ceilings. It's a little difficult to get out unless you want to take apart the door and then clean it out.
All right, so Eddie is going to be who we're
okay.
He went with number 2.
All right. All right, let me get the bingo machine ready, our Big Money Monday machine. There it is. There it is. Only the nicest of bingo machines here.
Yeah, they allowed us to actually spend money, kind of to get everything up and running with the show. A majority of that obviously went through the stream, so we had to cut budget on the bingo machine.
Right. Going back to our answer the internet question, what would you give up first, drinking, watching sports, or coming? I would give up drinking.
Really? Yeah. Sports. I mean, I don't know. I'm not as big, obviously.
I spend too much time watching sports.
I spend too much time jerking off. I'm not getting that.
Okay, that's a good one. All right, that's a really good one, too. How much time we got?
We got 2 minutes.
All right, so after the break, I've got an answer the internet that is outstanding, guys. It's one of my favorites. It's a top 5 favorite answer the internet card. So we'll ask that here in just a moment. Gibby goes, I've already given up drinking. Doing the Lord's work, Gibby. That means you can watch all the sports and have all the sexual orgasms you ever wanted. And you said Eddie chose number 2,
Number
right?
2.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good Lord, we've made it through the weekend. It was a good weekend.
Yeah,
I was busy, beer meeting.
Like I said, man.
Chris Farley was reincarnated, and then he broke my house.
Like I said, this is like one of those. It's the first time in a long time I felt I earned a weekend, so it was really nice.
All right, that's all done, and then music news later today. We're going to talk about Seether, Alice Cooper, and Corey Taylor. What a trio! What a trio! Yeah, I saw Tim. You took your son to the beach.
Just in case.
Perfect. All right, that's all set. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really do anything else over the weekend. Oh, I went to Cuban Window Cafe. I took you there.
That place is awesome, man.
Yeah, went to Cuban Window Cafe. For some reason, they don't do like Uber Eats to
really?
To my house. So I had to go get it.
All right, we got about 20. All right, be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Follow, like, and subscribe. The noise in the background is our, what looks to be $5 bingo machine.
Hey, it cost $18 on Amazon. How dare you?
I think you got ripped off.
Yeah, I did a little bit.
All right, so Big Money Monday. This is your chance to win a $50 Visa gift card every Monday. We'll mail it out to you if you win. You don't even have to come by the station. It'll be all yours in the mail. You can spend it on whatever you want. All you have to do over the weekend, you're going to text us your first name and a number, 1 through 9. Then on Monday, during the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to pick one person. Today, we picked Eddie.
Okay, Eddie. And he chose the number 2.
Eddie chose the number 2. So we're going to give the bingo machine a spin.
Right.
And if a ball pops out that's got the number 2 in it, doesn't matter, 2, 22, 72, it's got 2 in it, he scores the $50 gift card.
I'm so nervous for Eddie right now.
I hope he wins, man. I want to give it away on the first day.
I hope you win, Eddie. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's see. 56.
Oh, no.
56. We're sorry, Eddie.
All right, so that means we're going to play again next week.
Next Monday.
So starting Friday, we'll run some promos, talk about it over the weekend, but you need to text us again, your name and a number, any number 1 through 9, and then we'll play next Monday during the 7 o'clock hour. Big Money Monday. It is your chance to win a $50 Visa gift card.
Yeah, which is, really oddly helpful at times when you're at the bar and you forgot, cash and your card.
I love gift cards. It's like my wife hates giving gift cards for like Christmas or birthdays. I'm like, I'm all about it.
Hey, cash is king.
And it's even better than cash, in my opinion, because cash I can put in a bank, or I feel, I can save it. Gift card, you can't save that.
Live in your wallet forever.
I have to spend it on something, and hopefully it's something that I just enjoy.
Right.
I'm not, fixing my house on a gift card. I'm going to getting drunk on a gift card.
Well, your next chance to win and play Big Money Monday will be next Monday, right here on the Cotter and Marshall Show.
Here's Bad Flower and 30. It's Rock 106.1.
Andrew goes, I meant to leave y'all a drunk message last weekend, but I got drunk to remember to forget to call. Remember to call.
Well, I told my wife on the way to beer meeting on Saturday, I'm like, remind me to call the drunk line.
Right.
Because I knew I was going to get drunk. It's like, I want to call the drunk line. It'll be funny. We could play it back.
Yeah.
Then on Sunday, she's like, you forgot to call. I'm like, yeah, well, I passed out when I got home. Don't blame me. And we asked everybody in the meeting to call. Nobody called.
Nobody called. Great. Awesome friends. Thanks guys, for being our friends. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, so make sure, and you can, any day of the week you get drunk. We're not judging you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you get drunk tonight. You can be drunk right now. Make sure to call the phone line, 1-800-394-1061, and leave a voicemail. I think after, 6, 7 rings, it goes to our voicemail.
Yeah. So you can leave the voicemail. We got a good one today that we'll play back, so it was fun.
All right, so coming up to wrap up the hour, we're going to talk about AEW Revolution. That was the big WWE, big wrestling pay-per-view that happened last night. One of the reasons why we're tired, we stayed up till midnight and then woke up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to get here to do the morning show. Before we get to that, we have a few minutes. Let's go ahead and answer the internet, something we like to play during the breaks here. Would you rather be falsely accused of murder or never be able to stop coming? Once again, Cotter, would you rather be falsely accused of murder or never be able to stop coming?
Am I going to jail? Can I defend my way out of this false accusation?
Well, it's false. It's false. You'll eventually be cleared. But how long will it take? I don't know.
You can't function as an adult if all you're doing is jizzing all over the place.
But what if you're working from home? A lot of us are working from home.
You couldn't do it. You couldn't hold down a conversation with somebody.
Just wouldn't look them in the eyes.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Falsely accuse me of murder. Come on.
I've actually been doing that for a while. It just hasn't caught on. Trying to get you out of here, man.
Oh, dear Lord.
Drop your answers in, guys. Would you rather be falsely accused of murder or never be able to stop coming? Just in case anyone is watching the stream. And yes, we ask silly questions like this all the time. Tim, you can't function as an adult if you've been falsely accused for murder.
I'm assuming that I am getting off. I guess either one. I'm assuming that I will be set free eventually. I don't, because it's false.
Yeah, because you're falsely accused of
murder.
Yeah.
So you
won't spend the rest of your life in jail, but maybe a while.
Maybe they'll make a Netflix documentary about about the false accusation. I become Netflix famous.
Making Cotter a murderer. Gibby says, I'd rather be falsely accused. Bukkaking all over the place is a horrible mess to clean.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
after a while, nothing would come out.
You would think.
Tie a plastic bag to your stuff.
Did we run out of Walmart bags again? Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to wrap up the hour today talking about AEW Revolution. It was the big wrestling pay-per-view that happened last night. Then at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about New Realm. It's a new distillery and brewery.
Yeah, right.
That is coming to Savannah. It's going to open up in the old Savannah Spirits building. We'll give you guys our thoughts on WandaVision. The last episode debuted over this past weekend. And then we'll wrap up the 8 o'clock hour with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Very excited about this. Last week I was 1-1-0. Cotter was 1-2. I got the tie.
Yeah, so it'd be 1-0-1, right?
Well, depending on how you look at it. I thought the tie always went in the middle.
No.
Oh, was it the end? Okay,
I thought
so
it was the end.
I was
I don't know.
1-0-1, and you were 1-2.
Yeah, no,
It's a bad week for you.
Horrible showing, and I don't expect it to get any better. That's the downside. I expect it to be just as crappy.
Let's see. Aaron Wilborn would like to be falsely accused of murder. Good choice.
I mean, I think that's the way to go, right?
Gibby says you'd freaking dehydrate. Solid point.
Right.
Yeah.
I need more orange juice.
Yeah. Let's see. Phil goes, murder for sure. Don't feel like wearing diapers for the rest of my life. Gibby says you'd shrivel like a cartoon.
It just sucks your soul right
Maybe
out of
it'd
your
be
body.
it'd be a great like weight loss type of deal.
How much weight are in your nuts? Not that much. I mean, come on.
Well, you probably use a lot of calories to, whatever. Tim would go perpetual O-face. Sandy goes, AEW was amazing last night, but the Omega Mox match left me wondering if they know what explosions really are. Yeah, that was kind of I don't know, it just put a real sour note to that whole pay-per-view. Was having a good time watching it. Even like the pre-match, I was having a really good time with that women's tag team match, with that crazy Japanese lady. She was a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, it was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah. I don't like the way they're spinning it now. I don't know.
It's the only way to spin it,
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, but I mean, the one I feel bad for is Eddie Kingston.
Oh yeah, fake
dude. He had to sell like he got got shot, but he's laying there after some sparklers went off like he's dead. I feel bad for that guy.
Well, you got a job. You're told to do something, you do it.
No.
He's definitely a company guy.
No, I get it. I get it because it's not up to him to change it on the fly like that. But yeah, I feel bad for him. All right, we got about 30. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. You can get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So last night, AEW Revolution went down, pay-per-view with AEW, and we watched it last night. I mean, for the most part, I enjoyed it. I mean, there were some issues here and there, and my biggest issue with the whole thing was just there was only one match under 10 minutes. I'll give WWE credit. They know that sometimes you need a popcorn match. They know sometimes you need a squash match. You got to mix it up a little bit. AEW, and this isn't the first pay-per-view where they've done this. They just let people go too long.
Yeah, there was a couple matches where they could have shaved some time off, and it would have been totally fine. The tag team championship match between the Young Bucks and Chris Jericho and MJF, that was a lot of fun.
Dude, so good.
That was a lot of fun. That could have probably been a little bit shorter. They probably could have shaved some time off of that very first match of the night, but it was a great way to start off the pay-per-view.
No, I thought it was fantastic. The story they told, I mean, both you and I thought Jericho and MJF were walking out with the title. And the one thing AEW has done really, really well is they've established the clean finish. WWE is horrible about this. Roll-ups or, distraction or interference. AEW allows the wrestlers just to win clean. And, I mean, they did. They pinned Jericho clean after the Meltzer driver. And it was like, I thought Jericho and MJF were going to win, but after they did, I went, no, that makes sense.
Well, I think that was one of the biggest disappointments of the entire night. There was no belts change. Like, everyone retained their belts, and that's the one thing.
Yeah.
That
you like a title change.
Yeah, when it comes to pay-per-views, you're like, okay, I'm paying some money here. I want to see some big things happen. And then suddenly, I don't know, there was no big changes. It was just kind of disappointing in that way.
Match number 2 was the Casino Tag Team Royale, basically a tag team Royal Rumble. I love this style of match. I thought it was fun. You had 30 people in. At one point in time, there seemed like 27 of them were all in the ring at the same time. But the ending between Rey Fenix and Jungle Boy, your last two people, they do such a good job with going, Jungle Boy's going to win. Jurassic Express, they're going to take on the tag team champions. They do such a good job of making you think that, because you you knew in your heart Phoenix was winning. You knew that the Death Triangle were going to pick up the win here,
Right.
but the ending was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a really fun match. Then we had a couple stinkers in a row with the AEW Women's Championship. They should just stop letting women wrestle on AEW. Not because, I feel I'm an anti-feminist anyway. It's just it's bad. They don't have any good wrestlers for the women's side.
I don't even know if I'd say they don't have good wrestlers. They just haven't booked them right. It's so weird. And I mean, the Japanese wrestlers, they're very talented and they're cool, but it's hard for me to get into them because I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
And like the two wrestlers that wrestled last night, it's like they've been around for 15 years and they treat them like you should know who they are. Yeah. But I don't. I would like to see I don't know. I'd like to see them mix up the women's division.
Well, let's talk about probably the second biggest thing that happened tonight outside of the pay-per-view, the exploding barbed wire death match, which we'll get to here in a little bit because there's a lot to go over there. Good things and definitely bad things. Christian from the WWE has jumped ship. He is now with AEW. He is now Christian Cage.
Yep.
Because, you just can't be your old self anymore. And he is signed with AEW, a multi-year deal.
You know what? And they announced early on that Big Show is like, hey, we're going to get a Hall of Fame-worthy signee. And, it's somebody who can work and somebody who can go. And I'm completely cool with this. I'm torn on AEW signing a bunch of, the legendy side of people. But you haven't seen Christian wrestle, full-time in what, 7 years?
A while.
Almost a decade. So, I mean, him coming in because, I'll say it, when it comes to wrestling, between him and Edge, Christian's the better wrestler.
Oh, hot take.
Edge is the personality, and Christian has personality. I mean, I think Edge has got the look, but as a worker, Christian's better. And I think he'll fit right in to AEW. So I'm actually excited to see this because I always liked him better than Edge.
Yeah, I mean, just the pay-per-view in general, I thought was solid. It just wasn't great. But then there was the main reason you were there, the exploding barbed wire death match. And boy, that thing... I mean, it was an emotional roller coaster. It was like a bad relationship. This thing went all over the place.
And we're going to talk about it coming up here in a bit. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Sandy goes, the Christian Cage signing made me wet. I mean, very happy. Let's see.
I'm surprised. Yeah. I mean, WWE wasn't going to do anything with Christian. I get that. Vince was never high on that guy. There are rumors that... they always that Vince didn't like the way Christian looked. Didn't like literally did not like his face.
Oh, okay.
And referred to him as creepy little bastard.
That's awkward.
And there are rumors that they wanted to do something with him, give him a gimmick where they put a blue dot like superimposed over his face while he wrestled. I mean, it's so weird.
No.
That's the rumor.
That's rude.
So the fact that they didn't sign him to something. Because he was in the Royal Rumble and looked great. Yeah. So the fact that they didn't sign him to something at least short term that didn't prevent him, that prevented him from going someplace else surprises me.
Yeah, that's weird. Gibby actually has a crazy story. He goes, my buddy Crazy Shay from Asylum Pro Wrestling lost his ring from all the snow the country had. The roof collapsed in his training building and ruined the ring. Then he says any support would be appreciated. So he dropped the link in the chat today. So. Anyone who's watching the stream, check that out and help out Crazy Shay.
Where are they out of?
I don't know. Let me check real quick. Oh, the link's been broken. Libby or Gibby, drop a link that works.
So I'm a big fan of local and independent wrestling. I mean,
our friend Craig runs CEW.
Yeah. So I mean, if you get an opportunity to see indie wrestling, if you've never done it and all you've seen is the big stuff, go to an indie show, man.
Yeah.
Even when it's bad, it's great. I mean, it's so much fun to watch. Getting out there and supporting people that, this is where a lot of people get their starts. I mean, a lot of people in AEW and WWE got their starts wrestling in front of 20 people, you know? So get out and support if you can. It's a blast. I mean, it's so much fun.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot of fun. So here in a couple minutes, we'll actually go over the finale, the extreme, barbed wire death match.
Yeah, it's like we talked about this last week. It's like this was kind of a staple in Japan for a while. I know Mick Foley wrestled a few of these. Cactus Jack, as Cactus Jack. Who's the other guy?
Dude Love.
Yeah, but no,
that's all him.
Yeah.
Terry Funk, you're
Terry
talking
Funk,
about?
thank
Okay.
you. He's another guy that did these type of matches. So I thought they executed the match really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ending that just kind of
was
fizzled out to a dud.
It was a big poof of terribleness. All right, well, we got time. Let's answer the internet. Thanks for everyone checking out the show today, especially on the live stream. In between anyone who's new, we answer the internet in between the breaks while we're not bullshitting about whatever. All right, so let's answer the internet. Would you rather be able to eat as much as you want without getting fat or never have to pay for any meals?
Oh, let me eat.
Yeah.
I'll pay for my meals. I love food. I love food so much. I love to eat food so much. I'm a fat guy who about every 5 years needs to drop 30, 40 pounds, and I do. And then I just eat, and I gain that 30, 40 pounds back. It's a vicious cycle I can never get out of.
Yep. A perpetual cycle of hating yourself. Yes.
So yes, if I can eat and not gain weight all day long.
Yeah, so once again, question, drop your answers into the chat. Would you rather be able to eat as much as you want without getting fat or never have to pay for any meals? I don't know, man. I have to buy some expensive meals every now and then. I'll go without having to, get fat anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, do I just stay the same size? What if I lose weight?
I think you can lose. Oh, can you?
Yeah, can I gain it back?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. Obviously, I could probably lose some weight. So, yeah, no big deal there.
Yeah, I'm on the uptick of my vicious cycle. I started dieting in July, lost like 30 pounds. I've gained like 8 of it back, so I'm back to the uptick.
Yeah, you're on the uptick.
Yeah,
that's fine. Don't judge yourself too harshly. Another question while we're just sitting here: if you had one free throw, and if you make it, you get $1 million. But if you miss it, you never get to text again. Would you shoot it?
Yeah. I don't need to text again. I'm good. Yes.
Once again, if you had one free throw, and if you make it, you get $1 million. But if you miss it, you never get a text again. Would you shoot it? Yeah, I'd shoot it.
I mean, I'll be that guy that just calls everybody all the time and pisses them off. Stop calling me. Sorry, I can't text you. I missed that free throw.
Remember that? It was live on national television. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I would shoot it just for the opportunity because I love gambling.
That's true.
The worst day for me, honestly, probably as a person in my life, it's not going to be when my dad died. It'll be when they make gambling legal in Georgia because I'm going to lose all of my money.
I mean, when you lived out in Vegas, you did fine, didn't you? Or
yeah,
are there stories that I don't know about?
Well, no, I just didn't have money in Vegas.
Are you running from a bookie? I don't know.
Now that a little bit. My real name isn't Marshall. But I mean, it's going to be bad. Especially if I have an app where I can just download it and I'm just sitting on the couch, NFL Sundays, and I'm like, what if I parlay this, and this? I could take $20 and make $500. I would never hit it. And I'll just be overly aggressively mad every Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do Mad Mondays.
How much? The contest is listeners guess how much you lose over the weekend. Whoever's closest without going over wins.
Yes, they win.
It's something, I don't know.
They win a phone call from me with sporting advice. You win a 1-hour call where Marshall just tells you every winner for the following weekend. Oh, that would be the worst. The worst for them. Funny stuff. Gambling on Marshall's gambling. Exactly. Yeah. I am actually really stoked if gambling does become. Actually, it's when. They're going to legalize gambling in Georgia eventually. I heard there's rumors of them building a casino on Hudson Island and stuff. So bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like we had a casino in Illinois when I lived there. I went a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I never, I got into, enjoying poker, after the fact, I guess, when I wasn't, wouldn't have gone over there to play. I don't know. I might go to a casino. I don't think I'd sports bet too much. Occasionally out of fun, throw a little on the Cubs every year, something fun like that.
Yeah.
Something stupid, but
I bet $20 on the Buffalo Bills to win last year for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I was cheering so hard for them in that AFC Championship game. Maybe they could have made the Super Bowl more fun because the Chiefs just ate it this year. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Oh, Gibby, thanks for the links. Let me just make sure these work. Nope, that one's broken, oddly enough. Let's see if this one works. Nope, those are all broken. I don't know why, Gibby. The link you follow may be broken, or the page may have been removed. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I couldn't get to it either.
Weird.
All right. We're going to talk about AEW. Got about 30 seconds. Be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. So talking AEW Revolution, pay-per-view that went down last night. As a whole, I enjoyed it. Matches were too long. They probably could have shaved 5 minutes off of every match, and it would have been fine.
The ladder match wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be either.
Agreed.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit more exciting with better spots,
Yeah, no, I agree. It didn't. It was probably one of the, I don't want to say worst ladder matches I've seen. I've seen bad ones, but yeah, I'm. It's not something I need to go back and rewatch.
Yeah, I thought that would have been, especially with the guys that were in it. I thought that would have been a little bit better. But let's talk about this main event last night. AEW Revolution is what we're talking about. AEW is like the main competitor of WWE now, where it's a bunch of WWE guys went and created their own thing, brought in a bunch of guys you never heard of. And actually, it's a really good product on a week-to-week basis. But the pay-per-view, they have this main event, and it's called the Extreme Barbed Wire Deathmatch, or Exploding Barbed Wire Deathmatch, whatever. So essentially what they do is 3 sides of the ring on the ropes, they cover them in barbed wire. They have boards with barbed wire, and every time you touch the ropes, there's explosions. And it's ridiculous, and it's stupid fun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the match itself, actually, I think that's a really great description. That's the result. It was stupid fun, except for like the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, so the whole buildup was that after 30 minutes, all of the bombs that were attached to everything would explode, whether the match was done or not. I mean, they couldn't turn those off. So they gave us 25 minutes of bleeding, beating the crap out of each other, barbed wire.
Insane. So, honestly, we were all cringing.
Yes.
Everyone in the room was like, oh. It was fun to watch, though.
Yeah. In my opinion, the match itself was everything I wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. So after the match is over, Kenny Omega, the Good Brothers, beat up on Jon Moxley. He's laying in the middle of the ring. And the announcer's like, the bombs are still going to go off at 30 minutes, and we get a minute timer. And Eddie Kingston, who's a friend of Moxley for years, runs out. Moxley's been handcuffed. He's trying to get him out of the ring, and he realizes there's not enough time. The bombs are going to go off in seconds. I got to take one for the team. He lays down on top of Moxley to protect him. I'm like, all right, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Where's the explosion? Clock hits 0. 4 sparklers go off on the ring post.
Yeah.
Like a cheap cane pyro. And then some of the bombs outside of the ring explode-ish. Nothing happens in the ring, yet Eddie Kingston is forced to lay there like he got hit by a Mack truck.
Yeah, and I was expecting the ring to fall down.
Yes.
One side to kind of fall down and a lot larger firework explosions. It looks stupid. It looks so bad, and I feel so bad for the guys at AEW because they put a lot of work into this, and it looked cool, and the pay-per-view wasn't great at that point. It was good, but it wasn't great, and then it ended on this fizzle moment where you're like, I want my money back. This sucks.
Now, Jon Moxley, who was supposed to be dead in the ring at this point in time after the explosion, actually got on the mic. This didn't make TV, but got some audio from fans who were at Daly's place in Jacksonville. Here's what he had to say about the ring not exploding like it should.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's the story they're telling. I mean,
Yeah.
Tony Khan, who owns AEW, was in a media question and answer segment after the pay-per-view, and they're all just blaming Kenny Omega, even though the announcers were forced to say, "Oh my God, the explosion! Eddie Kingston laid there like he was dead."
Right.
But man, I guess Omega can't build an exploding ring.
How else do you play it?
I don't know. I feel so bad for him.
It was just like a bad look. But, we still love AEW.
Yep.
We still love AEW. But, yeah, it was a tough look last night. I don't know how you kind of walk away from that.
It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right. Good morning, guys. Made it halfway through the show. We feel good about that. We definitely feel good about that because we only got like 5 hours of sleep last night because we stayed up to watch the end of that crappy pay-per-view. Didn't love that. I felt
I can't call it a crappy pay-per-view. I mean, I like I said, shave 5 minutes off of every match. Get rid of the women's championship match.
Terrible.
Get rid of the Miro Kip Saban versus Best Friends tag team match.
If that would have ended in 7 minutes or less, it would have been great. But it went like 15. It was just way too long.
It was almost 8. So that was the shortest match on the card.
Okay.
But what they should have done is, because they started backstage with Miro kicking the crap out of everybody, drag him out and squash.
Yeah.
Have it done in 30 seconds. It did not need to go 7.
No, it definitely did not. But, it was just that was kind of a crappy way to end the night.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to wrap up. Actually, yeah, that's the end of the 7 o'clock hour. So here's what we got for the rest of the show. We're going to talk New Realm, Atlanta-based brewery coming to Savannah and like right around the corner from really where we're at. We're also going to talk about WandaVision and then play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout to wrap up the 8 o'clock hour.
So last week Marshall was 1-0-1. Had one tie. I was 1-2. Not a strong showing. I pledged to do better.
Okay.
I pledged to get back to my trivia self of old, and where I'm not losing twice in a week.
It was a tough look for you. The first week of the new show, you just kind of sucking the eggs there, man.
Yeah, I did not deliver.
Not great.
I did not deliver.
I do have to step out. I'll to use the restroom.
Okay.
Switch over to the Cotter cam here.
There we go. Maybe. All right, there we go. All right, so let's see. Commercials, top of the hour. Got Bush Machine Head. Got the new stuff from the Foo Fighters, Waiting on a War coming up. I really dig the new Foo Fighters album, man. I hope everybody else likes it as well. I don't know. I mean, it's like they're the Foo Fighters. You hear the song and you know who they are, but it feels like they at least try something different or different-ish every album. But I really like what I've heard so far from the Foo Fighters. So we got their new cut, Waiting on a War, coming up just after 8 o'clock. First 2 hours down. Dude, guys, if you've never had a smelling salt to wake yourself up, I'm an hour away or an hour into hitting that. Still good. I recommend them. I recommend them very much. Man. First week was awesome. And I greatly appreciate everybody who was on the stream, everybody's listening. It means a lot that everybody's there. Feedback has been positive. I'm sure there's some negative out there, but is what it is. There always will be, but everything I've heard so far has been positive about the show. So thank you very, very much. I do greatly appreciate it. If anybody's wondering, Hefe looks fantastic today. He's way more awake than he was last week when he actually had to pick a song. So hopefully this week, when it is Hefe's turn to do his thing, he'll be ready to go. He's way more active today. What up, Stacy? I was never mad. I was furious. Just kidding. Yeah, no, it's too late. I'm super excited about Adelita's Way this Friday, guys. I'm ready for a show. I'm ready. I'm ready. I love Victory North. I think they do a great job. I'm curious to see what the setup's going to look like with the smaller crowd and socially distanced. But I am so ready for this show on Friday. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm probably going to nap ahead of it because I would hate to fall asleep somewhere in Victory North because I'm assuming I'd have nothing but like dick drawn on my face if I fell asleep there. Somebody's going to have a Sharpie. So, staying awake for the show. That's the game plan. That's what's going to happen. Let's see. I feel pretty good about my questions this today from Marshall if he gets picked. I think he should get that one. I don't think he'll get that one. Should get that one. He'll definitely get that one. Should get that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait a second. I'm missing a question. How did that happen? I'm going to have to fix that. Okay. All right, now the Marshall's back. I'll be right back.
All right, here we are. Appreciate the kind words, Gibby. Sorry, I had to go use the restroom there. All right. Yeah, I'm really excited for the rest of this week. We're going to have another chance for you guys to win Adelita's Ways tickets. Way, not plural, Ways. Adelita's Way tickets. Coming up before the end of the week, and also Rick DeJesus is going to be swinging by for beer for breakfast on Friday. So I'm excited to just get someone in studio, hang out. Wednesday, Mac will be back for Chicks on Dudes. So it should be a fun little week coming up. Honestly, don't think there's a lot going on this weekend. I know we have the Savannah Boat Show in town. So, if you're a big-time boat guy or gal, you can go check that out. Yeah. Let's answer the internet. Let's do this. I'll go solo and answer it. So answering the internet, drop your answers into the chat right now. Would you rather be in shape but feel fat or be fat but feel healthy? I'd rather just feel fat. I'm fat now. I feel great about it. But I'd rather be in shape and feel fat. That's fine. It would also keep me consistently healthy because I would always perpetually hate myself and try to try a little bit as opposed to just feeling healthy but being fat. So once again, would you rather be in shape but feel fat or be fat but feel healthy? What would you, Cotter, now that you're back? Would you rather be in shape but feel fat or be fat but feel healthy?
I think I'd rather. I'm 45. So I'd rather feel healthy.
Not me. I'd rather be in shape but feel fat because I feel fat now. Like whatever, man. I'm over it.
Nah, but if I could feel healthy, I think that'd be good. I mean, I assume my wife...
I would rather feel fat. Here, let me switch it over to our standard cam. I'd rather feel fat just so it would perpetually, make me motivated to go work out and consistently be in shape.
That's fair.
Tim says, I feel like that's a thing for a lot of people already.
That could be true.
Okay. I just found another card that I really don't know if I should ask on even the live stream. Okay, here's a question. This is more of a sports-centric question. If money didn't matter, would you rather be the first pick in the draft and have to rebuild a shitty team, or the last pick in the first round and instantly have a good team? Last pick.
The last pick.
Last pick.
I mean, money doesn't matter.
I want to go straight to the Kansas City Chiefs. I want a 5-year deal, and I want to have an opportunity to win 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, right.
With Patrick Mahomes.
No.
I don't want to go to the Bears. Are you kidding me? Even as a fan, I know I don't want to be a part of that team. Jesus. Screw that. All right, jumping into the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk New Realm. New Realm does some decent beers, and their food in their Atlanta brewery is outstanding. It says the best burger you ever had was there.
Yeah, I was really drunk, though, too. But no, the burger was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like they've got a really good Pilsner, because it's kind of, I can't even think what it's called. Euphonia or Euphronia, I don't know.
Euphoria?
Euphoria, I don't know. But
anyway,
it's they got a really good Pilsner, and then some of their IPAs are good, man. So I'm excited about this. Any opportunity to be able to go somewhere and try different beers, I'm in. Come on, you know that.
Well, they have all sorts of stuff coming. I'm really excited about it. I actually drove by when I was downtown last week picking up a check for one of our sales guys, and they have they're dropping in like the the vessels for the beer. What are those called? The hoppers?
The vats or...
Yeah, the big spherical metal deals. Yeah, they were outside.
Nice.
Aaron goes, I am in shape and feel fat daily. See, exactly. Yeah, I would like to be more like you in that sense. Gibby says, I'd rather be the last pick. At least I get picked. At least I get picked. A solid point.
I've been the last pick in sports my whole life. Like, it's be any different.
Gibby also says, I'd rather have the confidence to be comfortable in my body. Yeah, I see. I'd rather be in shape.
I get that. Okay.
And feel fat. It's a perpetual motivator.
All right, we got about 30 seconds. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Now, Savannah is known for several things. Being haunted, just the history of the South itself. It's known for the Girl Scouts. But the one I love the most, Savannah is known for liking its booze.
Yeah, maybe you have an issue. Maybe you shouldn't like that, the number one thing.
It's easy number one for me. I've embraced that side of Savannah in the past 12 years.
You've embraced that side of everywhere you've lived in the past, no matter what years.
I feel I'm connected to Savannah on a whole other level.
Because of the amount of times you've gotten drunk and fallen asleep downtown?
Yes.
Okay, in a corner somewhere?
You know what? I just want to do my best to live up to the standards that have been set over the past decades of this fine city.
All right, wow. Well, congratulations. But
I'm doing my part, man. Doing my part.
The great news is, and the news it's been out there, but it kind of became official just a few days ago. New Realm Brewing Company, which is a company based in Atlanta. Both of you and I have been to this brewery in Atlanta. They actually have a new spot they're opening here in Savannah. It's a 12,000 square foot, 3-story facility. It's going to be a distillery. It's going to be a brewery. It's going to be a restaurant, a tasting room, a rooftop patio, and they'll have dedicated event spaces as well.
I love this. So when Georgia changed the law, how long has it been? 2-3 years ago? Because, initially you went into a brewery and you couldn't buy a beer. You had to buy the tour. You got the tastings.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as they changed that law, I'm like, man, I can't wait. I think you're going to see more breweries come into Savannah just because of what the city is. And we're getting there. It's starting to happen. And the fact that now you're not only getting new places, like a Hop Atomic or stuff like that.
Right.
You're getting these established places from out of market coming in. I mean, look what Asheville's done with several breweries that, started in California, and now they also brew in Asheville.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to have opportunities now like this to get established people to come into town, I think this is great.
Yeah, so this is kind of a combo, too. It's like a distillery and a brewery. Apparently, New Realm makes London dry gin, Tennessee-style bourbon, and gluten-free vodka.
Cool.
People have gluten allergies, man. Don't shame them. Don't publicly shame them, you son of a whatever.
Carrie Falcone, co-founder and CEO of New Realm, said, over the past year, we have seen tremendous demand for our spirits and craft cocktail offerings in Atlanta, and are excited to open a new facility dedicated to creating best-in-class distilled products. The Savannah Distillery will allow New Realm to expand and improve its distilled product offering. So I'm all in on this, man, and it's coming this spring.
Yeah.
It's not like we have to wait a year and a half.
And it's going to bring 100 full-time jobs here to the area, which is honestly really, really cool stuff. Now, I was talking to our buddy Cam, who runs the Savannah Tap House on Broughton Street. This is going to be in the old Savannah Spirits building. It's right around the corner. It's on Whitaker Street. This place, he told me, is not a big deal, at least for him, because Cam's a big time. He sells mostly beer.
Yeah.
They're only going to apparently have 6 taps of beer there.
Really?
So it's not going to be like a huge competition thing for them. But obviously, I think they're going to focus more on the distillery part as opposed to the beer.
Now, here's the downside. The one downside to getting more breweries in town, it's getting harder to hit all of them in one day. That's your biggest complaint. It's my biggest complaint.
I can't get drunk at all of the places anymore. I'm sad.
Because I have, on a handful of occasions, gone to each brewery in one day.
When it used to be just service and southbound, you've called me many times. You're like, I went to one, then the other. And then, like, you switch it up one day, like, I did it differently. Yay!
So it just gets harder. I have to work more.
I'm so sorry that's happened to you.
I right?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you feel my pain. New Realm coming to Savannah this spring. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Latest from the Foo Fighters, Waiting on a War.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Man, that was a fun little weekend. I honestly can't even think of what the week has for us because I'm still kind of stoned drunk from last night, although I only had one beer just from staying up so late.
Yeah, my plan last night was I had 3. I got to your house about 6:30. The pay-per-view itself started at 8. I had my 3 beers in the first hour and a half. So then by the time midnight hit, I was fine. Yeah, so it was good.
Okay. Coming up next, we're going to talk about WandaVision. The finale played over the weekend, so we're going to talk about our final thoughts on the series itself. And then it's this Friday, the Falcon and Winter Soldier start, or do we get a week off?
I think we get a week off.
Okay. But obviously, Marvel and Disney still rule the world. Still talking about them. It's just too much fun.
Yeah, and it's like I didn't know enough about WandaVision, the storyline, or even the 2 characters. They weren't necessarily front and center the entire time during the MCU. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully, I'll like it. And I loved it. And then, same kind of thing with Falcon and Winter Soldier. They're not 2 of the characters that I'm like, yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. But after WandaVision, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to check it out because I just think they're too good not to.
Yeah, and we do get a week off. So there's nothing this Friday, and then the Friday after the start of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was going to be the 19th. So it'll be a couple days after St. Patty's Day. When you're still nursing the hangover from St. Patty's Day on Wednesday, you can sit at home and watch Disney+.
There you go. Yeah, so that should be fun. Now, I'll admit right now, I watched WandaVision, but I watched it Saturday night of beer meeting, and I slept right before and right after.
Okay.
Might be a little foggy.
Okay. I sent you a link so you could catch up.
I haven't. I've been scrolling through it, so I will do my damnedest because you may be like, so this happened. I'm like, it did? I don't remember that. Because there was so last night, for AEW, I brought a dessert over to your place.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So so Sunday, my wife's like, don't forget you got to bring a dessert tonight. I'm like, I do?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, you guys talked about it during beer meeting that you'd bring a dessert. I'm like, huh, I don't remember that.
I know for a fact you didn't make it.
I did.
You did make it?
I did make it.
Oh, proud of you, man.
I took my kid. My kid works at Kroger. So I took my kid to work, went in, got all the ingredients, came back. Now my wife was in the kitchen telling me how to make it as she was actually working. But I did it.
Proud of you. Oh, man. All right. So we have wrapping up the hour. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? We're going to talk WandaVision here in just a few moments. And then I think we talk, Cotter and Marshall Madness. So just make sure to go set up your account for Cotter and Marshall Madness before this coming Sunday, so you guys can drop in your picks to win an Xbox Series X bundle. Extra controller, game, all that fun stuff.
All right, we got about 30 seconds.
Here we go.
Cotter and Marshall Show and Rock 106.1. Get the stream now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So episode 9, the series finale of WandaVision, aired this past Friday on Disney+. And there were some people on the social medias that were upset because it didn't live up to the story they told themselves in their head.
Right. Yeah. Everyone thought there was going to be like dudes from the Fantastic Four or X-Men show up, and none of that happened.
And that's fine. And that's the downside, I think, for, fandom, for any fandom. I mean, whether it's, Marvel, whether it's wrestling, you write out what you want to see. And it's like, this is the direction this story is going in. And then when it doesn't, instead of just enjoying the ride as to what actually happened, you get ticked because it wasn't what I said it was going to be.
Exactly. Yeah. Some big time, internet warriors out there had a big old cry fest because Magneto or something didn't show up. But yeah, we are going to get into spoilers here for WandaVision. So pretty much, was it Agatha gets trapped within the world, the city there for forever. And Wanda has officially become the Scarlet Witch. We learned that the Scarlet Witch is supposed to bring the end of the world. Cool. That's a fun thing to find out. But yeah, so I mean, that's two of the biggest revelations there. Now, I got some theories.
Okay.
I think on what this will lead to. But what did you think of the episode overall?
I did enjoy it. I mean, I think my initial reaction was there. I mean, and there was a sense of letdown because you do kind of expect, one thing to happen. I mean, even if it was just Doctor Strange, you kind of thought one thing. I mean, and Paul Bettany did the series no service by saying, "Oh, there's this big, cameo in the finale. It's gonna be great." Yeah. And then later he said, "Oh yeah, it was just me as White Vision."
Yeah.
So he did not help at all with building this. But I mean, I thought it was good. And one of my predictions was it was going to be a sad ending, and it kind of is a sad ending.
Yeah.
For Wanda, it's what you expect.
So at the end of the series, so there's like an after credit sequence and there's like an after credit sequence because Marvel likes to do that type of thing. They want you to see all the names on the screen. Wanda is in like the mountains by herself, and she's just drinking a cup of coffee. But they go to this back room, and she's actually reading what they call the Darkhold, which is like the Necronomicon. Like if you watch Evil Dead, it's just the Book of the Dead. It's like all these evil spells and everything. So the next movie they're supposed to appear in is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That's why we thought Doctor Strange was going to show up at the end of WandaVision. He doesn't, but here's my theory. Wanda, because she's supposed to end the world, and of course it looks like that the Book of the Dead possibly leads to other dimensions or whatever, I think Wanda is the villain in the new Doctor Strange movie.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, I think she's got the outfit now. She's got like the crazy, red Death Witch outfit. Like, she's going to be a bad guy.
I'm okay with that because, I mean, she is upset and ticked off after everything that went down. Kids are gone, Vision's gone. So I could see that. I still think this is how we finally eventually get mutants. So my theory with, she's going to be, one that destroys the world, I think it's the mutant world. And you get into the House of M storyline from the comic book.
Yeah.
And I think we still see that, sort of introduction eventually. Maybe it happens in the Doctor Strange 2, maybe it doesn't, but I still think, I mean, because my interpretation of the Wanda character, she's a mutant. She was born with these powers according to this series. I mean, she had the powers as a kid.
Yeah, did she though?
Yes, that's how I interpret it.
Because the Mind Stone or whatever, the stone gave her and unleashed the powers.
I think it unlocked what was there, but I mean, because she had the powers when her house was destroyed, when they were watching the old reruns off of the DVDs with their family. She had powers then. So I think they've established that, I mean, at least my interpretation, she's a mutant.
Well, I just thought that the series overall, slow start. The first couple episodes, stuck in the 50s or 60s, whatever, slow start. Man, this thing turned out great. I loved it. And, of course, we get a week off this week.
Yes.
And then next, the following Friday, so March 19th,
yes,
the Falcon and the Winter Soldier start. And then we essentially get nonstop Marvel, including movies, till the end of the year.
We need them, and I'm hoping they can get back to the movies because it kind of messed up the release dates and phases and how things worked out. So I hope we can get back to all of it because I need it in my life, man.
Yes, let's go.
It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right. All right, let's go ahead and answer the internet. Once again, we're slow today. Apologize. We're getting back up to the start of the week here. Cotter, this is going to be probably the hardest question I've ever asked you, without a doubt.
Okay.
I need you to marry F. Kill.
Okay.
Italian food, Mexican food, Chinese food.
Kill Chinese food.
What?
Yeah, kill Chinese food.
What? You're a monster.
I kill Chinese
You
food.
are a and that's why you don't pull on the microphone, Cotter. This is the behind-the-scenes stuff. You guys always wondered what happened. What do we do? Cotter breaks microphones. You want me to help there? You got it? Hold on.
I got it. No, I don't.
Hold on. I'll put the Be Right Back screen on.
I don't care. You can leave it on.
Got it? Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
For now, I don't know. All right. No, I killed Chinese food instantly.
Got her. Well, you almost killed our studio right there. All right. Once again, you got to marry, kill Italian food,
I don't think this is
Mexican
hard.
food, Chinese food.
Nah, this isn't hard at all.
What?
Kill Chinese food. I marry Mexican because it's my favorite food. I want it every single day. And I just F Italian just on the side because, I don't need it all the time. A little something special?
No. That is wrong. You somehow answered this question wrong.
I think it's very right.
Gibby says you marry Chinese food,
No,
you
you
F Mexican food, and then you kill Italian food.
No.
Which, just so you know, is the correct answer.
No, I want I'll eat Mexican every day. I want to marry that. I want Mexican in my life every day of the week.
Chinese food is by far my favorite.
No,
Well,
Mexican's my favorite.
It's like 1A and 1B. So, Chinese, Mexican, yeah, you marry and you F those two. But you could just kill Italian food. I don't need it.
Pizza.
Good.
Yeah, no.
I'm good, man.
Nope. No, because so my thing is I love hatch green chilies, and they're hard to find anywhere outside of the southwest. I found a little container of them at Kroger, and they are about as close as I ever expect to get, not being in Texas or New Mexico.
Right.
And I like 2 meals, I killed the entire little package. So I will be stocking up on these little containers of hatch green chilies.
Oh, nice.
If anybody's got an in on hatch green chilies, hook a brother up.
I'm gonna go try to buy out Kroger before you can even get your hands on them.
Dang, they're so good.
Oh man. Yeah, dude. Without a doubt, you marry or F Mexican food. You bring Chinese into your life, and you let go of Italian food.
Nah, I mean...
Take away pizza. Really, is there any other dishes that are, outstanding?
The one thing about Italian food, it's all... I shouldn't say all, but a lot of it's the same thing, just disguised differently.
Mm-hmm.
How many versions of noodles do you really need? They all taste the same. It's the same dish. Oh, this noodle's shaped like a bow tie.
But we put chicken in this one.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I do like Chinese. But no, I think I'd kill Chinese. Sandy
says, marry and F all seafood and kill everything else. Damn. Talk about genocide. All right, let's move on to another answer the internet question. Would you rather be the best receiver in the NFL, but drop the game-winning pass in the Super Bowl, or be the best player in the NBA, but miss 2 free throws to lose Game 7 in the finals? So essentially, you're the best player in both the NFL and NBA, but you fail in the final game of the season.
If I have to fail in the NBA, more people watch the NFL.
That's true. Oh, that's a tough look.
But either way.
But the NBA, you missed 2 free throws, so you're failing twice.
How many free throws did Shaq hit? He was fine.
Give me NFL. I'll make more money. Well, I don't know, man. NBA's making a crap. No, I'll give me NBA because I'll make a ton more money in the NBA than I will the NFL.
And you don't have to get hit every day. Yeah,
it's true. Well, I don't know. They're very physical, but they call a foul every 10 seconds.
Flop.
Tim goes, noodles are originally Chinese, and somehow you ruined the game, Tim. Thanks for commenting.
Where's my hotkey for Tim? Tim!
Yeah. I love this question, too. Would you bite a live gerbil's head off for $5,000?
No.
Or would you take care of it, feed it, have it as your pet, and then bite its head off for $10,000?
No, I wouldn't bite a live animal's head off.
Would you bite a live for $5,000? Like, how long does the process of taking care of it, feeding it, and having it as my pet? A year?
Oh, yeah, probably enough to get attached to it.
Yeah.
But no.
That's difficult for me. I would bite its head off for $5,000 though.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
Ozzy bit head of a bat off for nothing. He did it for free.
He was coked up though, or drugged up.
I will eat an edible. I will eat an edible, and then I will bite a live gerbil's head off for $5,000. But it has to be cash.
Oh yeah,
it's got to be cash.
No. It's in Bitcoin. You'll be fine.
Actually, that'd be fine too. I would take Bitcoin. Oh, I still got that one. Tim goes, where do I sign up?
Tim's like, I got the gerbil.
He goes, $10,000. Easy, would do that. Where do I sign up? Gibby goes, I just had to do the initial. I would just do the initial for $5,000. Yeah, I wouldn't want to become attached to it. That would be difficult. I'd be like, don't look me in the eyes when I bite your head off. Sam, I told you this would be more difficult for me than you.
Little tear going down his fuzzy cheek.
Oh, good Lord. All right, what do we got coming up for the rest of this hour?
We are going to talk Cotter and Marshall Madness, your chance to win an Xbox Series X. We've also got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery.
Perfect. Oh, and I haven't done this week. Tim goes, it's a rodent. How do you get attached to a rodent? I don't know. You have a kid. How do you get attached to a kid? I haven't said anything this week about our great endorsement sponsor of me, Navy Federal Credit Union. Oh, Cotter, NavyFederalCreditUnion.org. Just one of my favorite places to do all of my banking-like activities.
Sure, I get that.
I give them money. They give me money. It's a money-like relationship, but it's a great place to do your banking, especially if you're part of the military. Just throwing that out there. They didn't pay me for that. That was a freebie, just in case you're wondering. Oh, man.
All right, I got about a minute and a half. We'll talk about Cotter and Marshall Madness.
So you have to have a profile. You have to have a profile to actually fill out the brackets. It's not something you just go on and put your first name and an email address. You actually have to create a profile. It takes like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it does.
Just make sure you guys are filling out your profile first, and then on Selection Sunday, after they've officially made everything, they're going to load the brackets in immediately, and then you can actually start filling out your brackets Sunday night if you want. If not, you'll have 3 days next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, to fill out your brackets for your chance to win.
Yep. Last time, I haven't filled out a bracket. I mean, obviously didn't fill one out last year. I don't think I filled one out for a couple of years.
I think you and I have always kind of filled out a bracket
I don't remember.
To do some sort of Torture Tuesday.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it feels like, well, it's almost 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, guys, 30 seconds. Get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. You can also listen at rock1061.com on your in-home smart speaker and on the app, which is brand new. You can download it now for free, App Store and Google Play.
That's so many ways.
So, I mean, there's not a reason to ever not listen. You've got so many opportunities.
Exactly. So, Cotter, this coming Sunday, it's Selection Sunday.
I'm so excited about this because last year we didn't get a March Madness. Everything got canceled because of the pandemic. This year, they're kind of in a bubble. Everything's happening in Indiana, basically Indianapolis, but then some surrounding cities as well. So everybody's going to be safe.
So we have created Cotter and Marshall Madness. It is a bracket challenge to win an Xbox Series X, which you cannot buy. I mean, they pop up like once a month, and then they sell out immediately, and then you have to buy an Xbox Series X for like $10,000 or whatever it is at this point. You could win an Xbox Series X bundle.
Yeah.
Comes with an extra controller, the Madden Next Level Edition, a $20 gift card to the e-store, and then also Xbox Pass, Game Pass, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's 3 months, and then they have a ton of games that you can play for free.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All you got to do is go to the website, get signed up now, 800, that's the phone number, rock1061.com. Get signed up now, and then like Marshall said, after Selection Sunday, be able to go in and put your brackets together. You can fill out up to 3, So we keep saying, just go nuts on the upsets left and right.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
pick all kinds of upsets.
Yeah, and the person that actually has the best bracket, the close to, bracket that actually happens in real life, they will win the Xbox Series X bundle.
Now, we're going to pick a couple brackets ourselves so you can kind of follow along and see how poorly we do.
Badly. We'll do badly.
So bad. We've got a Torture Tuesday on the line, so you guys don't have to worry about that. You won't have to suffer through anything if you don't win. But you win, man. Xbox Series X.
And if you are a genius and you get a perfect bracket, $10,000.
Nobody's getting.
Well, maybe.
I don't. Has it ever happened
In the history of maybe one a year,
is
one
there,
total.
Does it? So it does
Yeah,
actually. It is a thing
it
where
happens sometimes. I'm not saying all the time.
What if I pick the perfect bracket?
I will quit this show. I will just straight up quit. You can have it. It could be the Cotter and Cotter show.
I've got something to hope for, which will be gone after the first game when I lose because 16 will upset number one.
Without doubt.
All right, it is the Cotter and Marshall show. Disturbed, are you ready? Rock 106.1.
I wouldn't quit the show. I would fly you to Vegas with me, and I would have you choose all sports games for the rest of the year.
That's fair.
Also, I'd still make you pay for your flight.
Also oddly fair.
Yep, absolutely. All right.
All right, so after this, we've got trivia. Next break is trivia. Okay. So we'll see how this works, who they want to take on. I forgot to go overboard. If they want to take on me, we'll record it.
Okay.
And if not, we'll go live.
I hope they take you on. I'm not emotionally ready to lose at trivia.
I don't. So, yes, I want to redeem myself for a poor week last week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm ever going to have a strong showing on a Monday, especially after one where I was up until, midnight.
Exactly.
I expect. So, I guess I'm waving the white flag now. You want a really good shot at
Oh,
winning?
wow.
Take
there
on
you
me.
go. All right, live streamers. If you feel like you have ever wanted to call in, and we'll hook you up with a prize as well if you can beat Cotter, which apparently seems like the very easy thing to do.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, let's see if they do take you on. Technically, three of my questions are multiple choice.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3.
I think you're guaranteed to get 4 out of mine, and then 2 of them you should get.
I definitely won't then.
So,
once again, we're about to kick off Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, which is brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. We talked to the Rotten Little Bastard via email this past weekend.
Yep.
We are going to be going out there very, very soon, and then we'll have some cool stuff in studio that'll probably tempt us to drink more at work than we've ever had.
I'm going to go in and sample. Cannot wait. I'm all about it. Vodka, moonshine, bourbon, and rum. Gin is coming mid-March. We're waiting for that to be released.
Yeah, so I actually talked to the guys about the gin. They said they're just waiting on the stickers for the bottles. As soon as they have that, they can start selling because apparently the gin is ready.
Nice.
And if you want to live forever, you have to drink gin. We found that out.
Well, yeah, I guess we were amending. Didn't they?
It was an old lady who soaked raisins in gin, and she just ate those.
Yeah.
And that's how she lived to be 105. She's still alive.
I just assume I could just drink it.
No, you have to soak raisins.
I don't like raisins.
Raisins are just grapes.
I like grapes.
Okay.
I can soak a grape in it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, just cut a grape in half and just throw it in there.
Okay, I can do that.
Gibby says lots of love in that room. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It never stops. Once again, playing Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Here in just a few moments. How much time we got, actually?
Minute 20.
Nice. All right, we'll do some Answer the Internet questions on the other side of trivia, and then we'll play back the drunk line from this past weekend, and then wrap up the show with Marshall's music news. I got stories on Corey Taylor, who's going out on a solo mini tour. We'll also talk about Alice Cooper and who's allowed to call him by his real name. Only one person in the world. We'll also talk about Seether. They got a cool little thing going on with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's awesome.
Isn't Dale from Seether supposed to be coming in?
So yeah, they were trying to set up a phone or a Zoom call before we started doing mornings, and I'm like, can we wait until after? And he lives in the area. Can he swing by again? And they said yes, and then I just haven't heard.
Oh,
all right, we got about 30. We'll be back. Be sure to get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, everybody. It is time for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. They've got vodka, they got moonshine, they got bourbon, they got rum, and gin is coming soon.
Exciting stuff. Because we're going to go take a little show visit in the middle of the day and go imbibe into some of their amazing spirits very, very soon, this month, actually.
I'm very excited about that.
All right, so with all that being said, go ahead and call us up, 1-800-394-1061. If you want to take one of us on, and Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Yes, in case you're wondering, we are both community college dropouts. That is true.
How are you feeling today for the trivia?
I felt a little bit slow all day until I hit that smelling salt around 7 a.m., and I've been kind of like jamming ever since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel good if somebody would take on you?
Yeah, I feel pretty good, yeah.
Because I think I've established Monday I'm just going to suck.
Yeah, you got a case of the Mondays right now.
I do. So Monday is going to be rough every Monday. So that just means you should probably take on me. Regardless, you want to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, powered by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery? Call now, 800-394-1061. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Okay.
Looks like we got a call.
Rock 1061, who's this?
You ain't going to believe this, but it's the Rotten Little Bastard, Brian from Rotten Little Bastard Distillery.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on,
I'm
man?
driving down the road listening, and I'm like, hey, they're talking about our distillery. Let me give them a call.
Nice. Did you
So
want to... Go ahead.
No, I don't want to play the game.
Okay. I just want to check. Yeah, man, we're super excited to come in. I'm super excited to come in.
Well, just let me know when you want to come.
Yep.
I'm sure you have the distillery phone number. This is my cell phone number, and I know you can pull it off your screen.
Yep.
Well, cool. We'll work out that time with Carla and all that real soon, but we plan on coming this month.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we look forward to it,
The
man.
other thing is you're talking about that big distillery that's coming to Savannah,
Yeah.
and the fact that they have gluten-free vodka. If somebody's making vodka and it's not gluten-free, they don't know what they're doing.
So just by default, every vodka is gluten free.
Everything that comes off a still is gluten-free. I can
Oh.
use high-gluten bread wheat and make vodka out of it. It will be gluten-free. It's the rectifying process or distilling process will clean all the gluten out of it.
Had no idea.
There you
And
go.
if you go on like celiacs.org, where the people who seriously have a problem with gluten hang out,
Oh, okay.
it's listed on there. So
Okay.
that's advertising crap.
No, see, dropping knowledge, learning something new today, man.
There you go.
Well, that was the thing. Is like I'm listening and I'm like, yeah, I gotta, like they're in advertising. They understand how this works.
Yeah.
But
Now
they're
set it
talking
straight.
about my distillery. I want them to be right.
Yeah. Now I get it.
Well, thanks for calling in, man. We really appreciate it.
All right. I'll call and play the game one day, but I don't got time this morning.
Fair enough, man. But yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you hopefully here real soon when we head out that way.
Yeah, just let us know, and I'll make sure I'm there too.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks.
See you,
Thanks,
man.
man. See ya. That's awesome.
All right, so we can come out at the break. You want to real quick, and we'll just redo it here.
Yeah, we still got a little bit of time.
That was Brian from
That's cool.
Rotten Little Bastard Distillery, just popping in real quick.
Learning something new.
Yeah.
If it's distilled, it's gluten free. Well, a buddy of mine, he stopped drinking beer because of gluten, and rum's his go-to, man. Rum and Coke.
There's a gluten-free beers out there, a couple of them, not a lot.
I've never had one. He's tried a few of them, and I don't think he's found one he likes.
There's so my buddy who I worked with in Vegas, he is a celiac, whatever it is.
Yeah.
He cannot take the gluten.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a couple like ciders apparently are like gluten free. So
Okay.
he drank a lot of ciders.
All right, I'm gonna put another rejoin a bumper in there so we can
Cool.
talk out of it.
Once again, guys, thanks for hanging around with us this morning. It's a slow Monday, man. It is just like, I feel like my brain is just a little bit slow today. But we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brian from Rotten Little Bastard Distillery just dropped in there real quick while we were trying to play. But we're going to restart here and then get a phone call going, one of you guys to jump in and play one of us.
All right, guys, got about 20. Thanks for hanging out today. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Looking for somebody to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia?
That's absolutely correct. So we want one of you guys to call in. The phone number 1-800-394-1061. Call us up today. You'll have your chance, obviously, winning a fun little gift card, but you'll have the bragging rights of beating one of us in trivia.
If they beat me, is it really bragging rights?
Yeah, you got to try a little bit harder.
I think if I win, it's bragging rights for me. I won! If you'd like to play some trivia, call us up now. Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
You could plug that as a way your advertising works, like the plug for Safe Touch Security. I don't know what you mean. Like for Rotten Little Bastard Distillery? Maybe? I don't know. Man, it's a slow Monday. Gibby, if you want, call in. We'll play trivia against you, man. Well, we have a second. We'll go ahead and answer the internet because I like this question a lot. Would you rather eat all of your food through a straw or have all of your food tossed into your mouth?
Wow. Through a straw.
Yeah?
Yeah, the other way just is too much work. I got to catch it.
No, I'd rather catch it. It actually burned more calories. It'd help you lose weight. So I'm gonna go ahead and just catch all the food tossed into my mouth by someone.
There you go. Way to look on the bright side there.
I think that's exactly the way to go. Once again, there's our phone call.
Rock 1061, who's this?
What up? It's Gibby Sign.
What's up, man?
All right, Gibby, who you gonna take on today? You want to take on Cotter or you want to take on me?
Well, I know you guys are feeling like crap today. I want to break Marshall. I want to put a loss in Marshall's bracket.
I like it.
Okay.
All right, so we're just going to record it all since we're running behind a little bit.
Yep.
So go ahead and Marshall's going to throw on his headset that blocks out all audio so he can't hear any of my questions. Let me get my timer here ready to go. All right, man, you know the drill. It is 60 seconds. 7 questions. If there's one you don't know, just pass. We'll come back to it, and we'll start the timer as soon as I finish question number 1. With that said, are you ready?
Bring it on.
All right, here we go. Question number 1, multiple choice. A song by what artist caused the band Lynyrd Skynyrd to write Sweet Home Alabama? Was it Bob Dylan, Paul Simon, or Neil Young?
That say Paul Simon.
Incorrect. Who was the first vice president of the United States?
Was pass.
Artist Bill Watterson is well known for creating what comic strip?
Superman.
Incorrect. What type of animal is the mascot of the Alabama Crimson Tide?
That would be an elephant.
That is correct. What's the most populated state in the United States?
Most populated state would probably be California.
Correct. Who directed the movie Edward Scissorhands?
That was Tim Burton.
Correct. What color jersey is worn by the winners of each stage of the Tour de France?
Oh, it's blue and gold?
Incorrect. And time is up. Got 3 out of...
The first vice president, the first vice president, is probably like freaking...
You were close.
John Adams.
You were close. Oh, yeah, the first one is John Adams. You were close on the color. It's yellow, not gold. All right, I'm just gonna. I know. I'm just gonna pot you down. You'll be able to hear how Marshall does, and we'll come right back to you. Okay?
Gotcha.
How we doing?
All right, 3 out of 7. You got to get
Okay,
Gotta
all right,
get 4
okay.
for the win.
I can do this.
You know the drill.
On a Monday.
7 questions, 60 seconds.
I know the
Time will
drill.
start
All right.
at the end of question number 1, which is multiple choice.
Okay.
A song by what artist caused the band Leonard Skinner to write Sweet Home Alabama? Bob Dylan, Paul Simon, or Neil Young?
Neil Young?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Who
was a guess.
Who was the first vice president of the United States?
John Adams.
Correct. Artist Bill Watterson is well known for creating what comic strip?
Oh, Bill Watterson?
Yes.
I don't know. Peanuts.
Incorrect. What type of animal is the mascot of the Alabama Crimson Tide?
Elephant.
Correct. What is the most populated state in the United States?
That would be California.
Correct. Who directed the movie Edward Scissorhands?
Tim Burton.
Correct. What color jersey is worn by the winners of each stage of the Tour de France?
Yellow.
That is correct. Yeah, you did okay, man. That was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, almost ran the show today. Almost went 7 for 7. Damn.
All right. Well, Marshall got you, man. My apologies.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I know that was a tough one. There was a couple of them that I just completely blanked.
Yeah.
It's
Great job, guys. Loving the stream.
Thank you, man. Thank you for being there. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, keep it up.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thanks, brother. All right, let's go over the answers, man.
All right. So, yeah, Leonard Skinner wrote Sweet Home Alabama about Neil Young. He wrote a song called Southern Man, I think was the song.
No, I totally guessed on that one. I had no idea.
Neil Young's actually mentioned in the song Sweet Home Alabama. John Adams was the first vice president of the United States.
I used to write, I had to write a book report on every single president in 2nd grade to earn extra points to get free Pizza Hut.
Okay,
Fun fact. So I know a lot of president stuff.
Bill Watterson created Calvin and Hobbes.
Ah, damn it.
Charles Schultz was the Peanuts.
Yeah.
Alabama Crimson Tide is an elephant. California is the most populated state in the U.S.
Yeah.
Tim Burton did direct Edward Scissorhands. And yes, the winners of each stage of the Tour de France wears yellow.
I watched the Lance, what's his name? Lance Armstrong?
Yeah,
I watched his documentary during the pandemic.
Okay.
About him, lying and being a giant piece of garbage.
All right. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Today, not so much. Of course, thank you to Rotten Little Bastard Distillery for sponsoring. Another chance for you to play coming up tomorrow.
Okay.
So we can set up what it is and then mention the sponsor again. And then all right, we got a contestant on the line, and then we'll hit start.
All right. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Cotter just got done editing.
All right, we got about 30. We'll be right back. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? It is powered by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Your chance to take on either myself or Marshall. 7 questions, 1 round, 60 seconds of trivia.
So I feel confident. You don't feel confident?
Not at all.
All right, let's see who we got. All right, so we're just playing back the stuff you guys just heard here on the live stream.
Yes.
Gibby goes, I second guess myself, and I'll do better next time. You definitely will, man. You definitely will. All right, so what we're going to do is this is wrapping up the 8 o'clock hour, so 1 hour left in the show. Thanks once again for everyone swinging in, saying hi, even if you've been here the entire show or just for a few moments. 9 o'clock hour, we are going to talk about the Chicago White Sox being the drunkest team in Major League Baseball. Season hasn't even started yet. Then we'll get into some drunk line voicemails that we got from over the weekend, and then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's music news, and that'll be it for your Monday.
We're going to talk right out.
Okay. Sorry about the camera work. We're actually the boss said we can get a new streaming computer in April, so 1 month away without having to worry about having to reset cameras every time I switch a scene. So, all right. So right now on the air, getting the audio for "Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout" is getting played. Outside of that, like I said, that wraps up the 8 o'clock hour, and we move right into 9 o'clock where we'll have the drunk line messages and Marshall's music news. Tomorrow we're going to have the Dude of the Week Deathmatch, where you guys can vote online to let us know who is going to be the Dude of the Week. Obviously, lots of opportunity there. We still haven't determined who the 2 nominees are, but we'll definitely get into that. What is tomorrow on the show as well? I actually wrote, oh boy, that's not on there. We'll have other stuff as well. I just got to figure it out. Oh, man. Yeah. Also, once again, thanks to my buddy, the marketing director of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, for hooking me up with this insane hoodie. I mean, these things the quality is incredible. But the Jumbo Shrimp kick off their season in May. Tickets are available in case you want to go down to Jacksonville. It's a good time. Torture Tuesday. Tomorrow is not Torture. We are not going to do Torture Tuesday every Tuesday. But we are going to do it a couple times a month. But tomorrow we don't plan on doing a Torture Tuesday, unless Cotter hasn't told me. And then it will be a Wild Tuesday tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow on the show should be good. Actually, you know what? I have it right here. Let's take a little look at the calendar. Here it is. All right, so tomorrow we have About Last Night in 6 o'clock hour. Then we'll have you guys call in for 7 o'clock. We'll have to do the Dude of the Week Deathmatch in the 7 o'clock hour as well. Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout in the 8 o'clock hour? And we'll also do Marshall's Music News. So that's all tomorrow on the show. And also this week, we'll have Mac in to do another rendition of Chicks on Dudes on Wednesday. We'll also do Tales from the Bar on Wednesday as well. We have some people from a couple different establishments in town calling in to tell us their crazy tales from their jobs. Obviously, Savannah, Hilton Head, Bluffton, huge hospitality community. Lots of visitors coming in and out all the time. On Thursday, we'll have Hefe, the New Music Beta Fish. And then on Friday, we have a pack show with, of course, Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. Fireaway Friday is your chance to choose the music we play here on Rock 106.1. And then also we'll have Beer for Breakfast with special guest lead singer of Adelita's Way, Rick DeJesus, will be stopping by this coming Friday. So we do have a fun little week planned for you guys as well. So looking forward to getting through this week and also looking forward to mostly getting a nap today, trying to recover from the weekend. Got a little drunk and then stayed up way too late watching wrestling. I know I sound like a 12-year-old. I'm 38. So yeah, so we'll continue on with that. So I hope you guys are having a good week. Plus next week, man, it's St. Patty's Day. It's weird to say that out loud. St. Patrick's Day is coming up next Wednesday. A week from this week. So yeah, man, it is a wild week for the next 2 weeks, really. What's going on, man? You came in the room like Kramer from Seinfeld, and you gave me a real weird look. Thought something was burning.
No, it's all
good. Good. I said it out loud for the first time. St. Patty's Day is next week, and it creeps me out.
It's crazy, right? So it's like, and we need to talk about it sometime during this week, I think. But it's like, so last year you had the buildup. Because, I mean, yeah, the pandemic was a thing in other countries. We knew it was, eventually going to get here. I don't think anybody, at that point in time, I think everybody looked at it as, okay, yeah, come here. It'll be like common cold. We'll be fine. Nobody expected what happened. But you had the build up to St. Patrick's Day. So you were gearing up for all of the festivities. This year's weird because there's no build up. Things are going to happen. I think people will be down there. And I think, bars are going to do okay. But there's not that build up in anticipation. So, yeah, it's weird to think it's next week.
Yeah, next Wednesday. It is crazy. And there's a couple of events going on. There's the Shamrock Flotilla. It's the boat parade that's going to be going down the river on Wednesday. Also, there's the Shamrocks and Shenanigans event that's happening at Plant Riverside. They're doing a 6-day event that starts this coming Friday. They're lighting up the coal stack tower thing green. They're doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Down at the power plant there, Plant Riverside. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's definitely weird, and I mean we'll have to go down. We went downtown last year on St. Patrick's Day and took pictures, and it was like a ghost town. There's like pockets of people here and there. I expect there to be way more people this year.
Oh, there's going to be a ton of people this year as compared to the last year with nobody.
Yeah, so I think we should head down and compare after the show.
Oh, we'll definitely be down there. It'd be a shame if we didn't.
Yes.
Yeah. Research. I got a question for you. Let's answer the internet real quick while we're in a commercial break and going into the 9 o'clock hour. Cotter, would you rather never be able to get off again or have the feeling you have to shit for the rest of your life?
There's a lot of sex questions in this round.
Hey, man. Sorry. It's just the way it's Sexy Monday here on the Cotter and Marshall Show.
I think let me feel like I got to shit my whole life. I mean, I will not have sex again.
All right, this has nothing to do with sex. How about this? And everyone, drop your answers into the chat here. Would you rather go to heaven or become a ghost on Earth after you die?
Give me a ghost, man. Bring it on.
Yeah?
Yes.
I don't know.
In on that.
I need a bullet point of what heaven gives me. Can you send me an agreement document before I agree to go to heaven? I mean, I've heard it's great and all, but like, is there a buffet?
I would.
How many pandemics are there in heaven?
I think I would. I want to be a ghost, man.
Hey, just sit around.
Yeah.
You can watch all the new movies for free.
That's true.
Never have to eat. Never have to waste time going to the bathroom.
That's also true.
Yeah. Andrew Roberts says ghost. I don't know. I kind of agree. I don't know. Like I said, can I get a bullet point of what heaven has? And then I will get back to you. I'll have my lawyers reach out. Oh, man. All right. Wrapping up this Monday, this Hangover Monday for us with Marshall's Music News and then Drunk Line Messages. We got so drunk ourselves, we didn't even call our own drunk line. That's how stupid we are, guys.
I intended to. I had every intention after beer
So did
meeting. I was going to call, and no, I didn't.
Some guy came into my house and tried to flood it, so I was a little busy, unfortunately. I really wanted to call the drunk line. Maybe I would have been a little bit more focused on having everyone call the drunk line, and if I didn't have the house guest from hell.
No, I get that. Yeah, no. I like I said, I went home and I fell asleep.
You said, dang, lots of getting off questions. The shuffle of the cards trying to tell us something.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I don't choose
The
amount of
Marshall.
Yeah, the card chooses me, man.
Like Harry Potter if we're here.
It's all right. And obviously, a lot of these are very sexual in nature. That one's about porn. That one's about jerking it. This one's about. Okay, this one is technically not. All right, fine.
We got about 30, so hold off, and we'll do it here in a bit. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, when you go to a baseball game, any sporting event, but when you go to a baseball game, you always grab a beer, man. It goes along with just watching a ball game.
It's part of the experience. Beer, peanuts, yelling, possibly fighting with someone in the stands. That's kind of the Major League Baseball experience, yeah.
So there's an actual study about how much beer fans drink.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we have the drunkest fan base in Major League Baseball. We've got this stats that are now official. The Chicago White Sox fan base drink the most beer on average per game than any other fan base in Major League Baseball.
This makes so much sense because I'm married to a Chicago White Sox fan. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. She's a drunk sometimes, and especially at games.
She's bringing that average up.
Oh, without
she's
a
on
doubt.
The high end.
So according to the study, White Sox fans drink 4.2 drinks per game and spend about $46, which is the number one spot in the booziest baseball fans list.
Seems, I mean, I get it. You're at a stadium. It seems kind of pricey, but I don't know.
No, it's not. I mean, 4 drinks, it's $8-9 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so who do you think falls at number 2? And I will say, much cheaper beer, which is nice.
Tampa Bay Rays.
It is not Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, they're not even in the top 10. Yeah, I've lost track.
Oh, someone has to go to their games to actually drink beer. Sorry, my fault.
Let's see. Their beers, though, on average, you're spending $28. Number 2, the Atlanta Braves.
Really?
The Atlanta Braves fan base, on average, 4 drinks a game. So 4.2 for the White Sox, coming in at $46. 4 drinks a game at $32. That's a steal.
Yeah, I mean, I went to a couple games, not last year, obviously, but the year prior, and yeah, I just went into Terrapin. They have that little brewery right in the stadium, and I would just come right back out. It's kind of a pain in the butt because they make you go through like this little security thing. But yeah, I mean, I would probably drink 6-7 beers while I was there.
Number 3, I'll give you a hint. Somebody in this building is a huge fan of this team.
Nope. No. Oh, the Reds.
The Reds.
The Cincinnati Reds. Jeez.
3.8 drinks per game at $40. Rounding out like the top 5, Cleveland is next for 3.8.
These are all Midwest teams.
I know, right? San Diego Padres.
Great place to watch a game, but also get drunk.
So this is crazy. So 3.7 drinks per game, $27.
I don't feel like that's true.
I mean, you're in California. Isn't everything just stupid expensive?
Well, I mean, it was Padres games. They had to entice them to come somehow. I mean, they're good now, but they weren't for the last few decades.
Way down on the list, speaking of California, just to get a comparison, the Los Angeles Angels, 2.8 drinks per game at $50. What the hell, man?
Those are Disney World prices, and that makes a lot of sense. I'm a Cubs fan. Where's the Cubs at?
Cubs actually come in at number 14 on the list. 3.4 drinks per game at about $45.
Man, it's so expensive.
That's a pricey old style.
It's the Disney World in the Midwest going to a Cubs game. Jesus.
All right, so we have got the drunk line coming in, which, of course, ties into just getting drunk, watching some baseball. Every weekend, we invite you to give us a call. Once you're intoxicated, leave us voicemail. We'll play it back. Well, we got a great call coming up here after this. Cleopatra and Hometown, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Oh, yeah. Man, I was really hoping we got a big money Monday winner.
I was too, man. I wanted right out of the gate to have a winner. But hey, man, got to play the game. Hopefully we'll get, like I said, we had a decent amount sign up for week 1, so everybody get another chance this weekend.
Maybe we should do more than one.
I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes us to get a win.
Okay.
Let's not jump right in yet.
All right, getting too crazy. I have to use the restroom again. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Here, I'll switch.
How much coffee did you drink, man?
Dude, I slugged like 7 waters last night.
Okay,
just from being dehydrated over the weekend.
I get it. All right, guys, thank you. Almost ready to wrap up the show here on a Monday. Man, it's crazy how quick this 4 hours goes, and a lot of it I give you guys credit on the stream. Just being able to talk and interact back and forth is a lot of fun, and it makes the morning fly by, which is still crazy to me. We've been in here for 3 hours already, which is just nuts. I did sleep in this morning. That's a plus. I got up at 4 instead of quarter till 4. I don't need to get up that early, but I still feel good getting to work with plenty of time, not rushing in and trying to get some stuff done before we actually start the show, so that's a plus. But yeah, 3 hours already. It's kind of just crazy, but thank you guys for hanging out on the stream. It's been a lot of fun. I didn't know what to expect with that, but it's been cool just to be able to talk to people and have you guys kind of see what goes on in the studio. Super exciting. It's 2 dudes sitting here. Yeah. So last Monday we went for celebratory burritos after the show. Not doing that today, which is a bummer because man, that was a good burrito. Breakfast burrito over at Rocky's. Sandfly. If you haven't been there yet, check them out. Rocky, spend money with us, please. We got about 2 minutes left to go here. Cleopatra, Hometown. It's good. It's a good song. Another band that's just 2 dudes. These guys out of Canada. Fun stuff, though, man. See what else is coming up this hour musically. Pearl Jam, Even Flow. Got some Shine Down we'll probably get to. New song from Chevelle, Self-Destructor. Their new album actually hit stores on Friday. So if you're a fan of Chevelle, you can check them out. Didn't they say this could be like their last album for a while? There's a report
Chevelle,
somewhere. Yeah. Which it's been a while since we had the last one, so I don't know if we'll notice any difference. Unless they're just deciding to, get ready to call it.
It's been 5 or 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Or 2014 or 15
yeah,
the last Chevelle album?
It's been a minute. All right, we got about a minute.
All right.
The call's it's pretty short. It's only 25 seconds.
Oh, okay. Quick question here. Would you rather get videotaped every night you go out and have to watch it with your significant other's mom, or have their mom get a copy of every text you send?
The video. I mean, I don't do anything. Fine. You want to sit there?
No, take my text messages because I don't want to spend any time with my.
That's a good point. That's a fair point.
You can just have every text. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I know better not to do anything that's stupid. Once again, would you rather get videotaped every night you go out and have to watch it with your significant other's mom, or have their mom get a copy of every text you send?
All right, we got about 30. We'll be right back. So each and every weekend, we encourage you guys, if you're out drinking, 1, be safe. But if you get drunk, we want you to call the Rock 1061 drunk line, 800-394-1061. Now, Marshall, you and I got drunk.
Oh, we got real drunk.
On Saturday. So we've noticed now a flaw in our plan.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to call drunk, but when you are drunk, you forget to call.
Yes.
Because neither of us called our own damn drunk line.
We failed. We failed ourselves this weekend. I feel really bad about that. But people other than us did not fail us, which is fantastic. So once again, call us and leave a voicemail every single weekend. And you get drunk during the week.
Yeah, that's
right.
You.
Don't worry about it.
Exclusive to the weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna play them back on Monday, but you got a good day drunk on a Wednesday? Hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up 1-800-394-1061. If you happen to be drunk later on today, tomorrow, maybe you got a nice little Wednesday appointment with vodka. We do not judge here on the Cotter and Marshall Show, but make sure to call, leave a voicemail, and just tell us whatever's on your mind.
So here's one of the calls we got over the weekend. Yeah.
Her lie. I mean, what do you do with a drunken sailor
I
that
don't know.
early in the morning?
Hope for the best?
I mean,
I don't know.
I think I just buy him a drink. You just buy him, hopefully the night before was real nice to him. You just buy him a drink.
So see, that kind of stuff, man, that's awesome. We talked about it earlier, man. Savannah loves to drink. So just keep it in the back of your mind. Think about it sober.
Yeah.
Then hopefully when you're drunk, you'll remember to give us a call.
Yeah, actually what I would do is I just call the station so it's like in your recents.
Oh, there you go.
And then you'll always see it when you look at it and be like, oh, I should call them when I get drunk.
I like that. Good plan.
I know,
we'll make
right?
this happen. We're going to make this happen. All right, Marshall's Music News is coming up to wrap up the show. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
All right. Thanks for hanging around, guys, once again. On this Hangover Monday.
Did you want to do the Corey Taylor first?
Yeah, we'll run with.
We can play the new song.
Yeah, let's run in the order that you put down there, and that's totally cool with me. We'll run the rest of the show like that.
Throw on some Samantha's Gone.
Oh, good old Sammy.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So tomorrow during a break. Won't do it today.
All right.
But I did. So last week we were talking about hobbies, and I was talking about how I can make balloon animals.
Mm-hmm.
So I ordered 2 bags of twisty balloons.
How many balloon animals can you make from that amount of balloons?
I ended up getting about 200 balloons.
So I mean,
so it depends. I mean, if you want, obviously 200. If you want to go one balloon sculptures, if you want to go multiple balloon sculptures, it's going to be more.
Okay.
You know, I did try it out at home yesterday because I wasn't for sure I could still, blow a balloon up. I could.
Why is that even a question? Of course you could blow a balloon up. Is your lung capacity that bad?
Try it. Those aren't that easy.
Holy shit, man.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, my God. Do I have the lung capacity of a 3-year-old?
So there you go. See, it's hard, man.
Is there like a trick to this?
So I always stretch it out a bit.
Yeah.
Pull it.
I haven't been working out. Maybe that's just kind of a sign. Wow, you.
There you go.
What a.
So there you go.
Wait, what can you make with that real quick?
Here.
Besides a penis.
Mainly just penises.
Right.
That's really all it is.
Wow, they really allow you to twist them.
Yeah, they'll pop. So if I was doing this. So this would be like if I was then I would have a better tail. So this would be if I was doing like a hat. This would be a monkey, and you would put the hat would be like the tree, and you'd wrap it around the head, and then this would be the monkey. You'd slide it down. You put a big palm tree on top.
Okay, yeah,
On top of it.
yeah. Put it on the camera so you could see. Yeah, there you go.
So so you would. The hat would be like the tree part of it. Would be the tree part of it, and then you put a big green palm tree on it. You draw some eyeballs on it, and all that good stuff. So there you go.
What a skill that is.
I know. Hey, I'm telling you, it made money. It entertained my kids when they were younger, and I made money off it. Crazy.
All right, so we'll get into some weird human tricks that Connor can make balloons. So. Wild stuff. All right, and then we'll jump right into a few minutes away. We'll talk about Corey Taylor. How much time away?
We still have Pearl Jam's Even Flow, so we got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, so after this song, we'll jump into Corey Taylor. He's going on tour, apparently.
I got his brand new song coming up, Samantha's Gone, if you haven't heard it yet.
Let's see. Let's go into answering the internet here because I can't really think today. Would you rather date a girl who loves sports and tries to fit in with the guys, or date a girl who makes you watch shitty reality television?
I don't care either one. I don't know. I wouldn't have a preference. I don't care.
Once again, would you rather date a girl who loves sports and tries to fit in with the guys, or date a girl who makes you watch shitty reality TV? I don't know. I feel like the try hard thing would be too much with the girl who loves sports but tries to fit in with the guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would probably say not the sport option just because I don't watch a crap ton of sports myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It wouldn't. The interest wouldn't be there.
I'll do the sports. There's only so much reality television I can watch.
That's fair.
I watch MTV's The Challenge.
Yeah.
And maybe like one dating show, but not concurrently, or I'd throw myself off a cliff.
So we watch Survivor, and we'll watch Amazing Race. Those are like our two. Those are the only ones we watch.
The Challenge is about as far as I can get. Tim goes, exactly, dude. Reality TV is god awful. It is sort of bad. The Challenge is fun. I don't know if anyone watches The Challenge out there, but The Challenge is fun to watch on MTV. I mean, and here's the thing: the season lasts forever. It's like 4 months long, so you can always expect it. It's always there for you every Wednesday night.
It's like the NBA playoffs.
Yeah,
just always on.
But it's great because it's not on during sports season.
That's
like true. I don't care about the NHL or NBA. Apparently, the NBA All-Star Game I think is tonight. They did the skills competition last night. Steph Curry won the 3-point contest. Who would have thought? Big surprise there.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't watch NBA, but I will usually watch All-Star. I typically don't watch the game, but I do like, dunk contests, 3-point, and the skills challenges.
Yeah.
They've got, in my opinion, probably the best All-Star weekend. Baseball's got the best All-Star game. NFL shouldn't do anything when it comes to their All-Stars.
Oh, no, wait. The All-Star game, I think it was last night. I saw the final score of like 150 to 130. I think they did it all in one night, which was weird.
That's crazy. Cram it all in,
yeah. Yeah, sorry, Phil. I blacked out. Obviously, not enough sleep. All-Star game was last night. Yeah, Team LeBron won. 150 to 130. At least it was a fun game. At least they played it for the fans.
Yeah, I do like the fact that they've just kind of embraced that the All-Star game is just, let it be a score fest. Don't play defense.
No.
I mean,
and most of the NBA doesn't play defense anyway.
I know, but even...
You'd have to learn a new skill.
Let's see somebody top 200 points. Just get stupid.
Yeah. It got real stupid last night. 150 to 130. Jesus. I think Giannis was the MVP for the Bucks last night, too.
Nice.
I wonder if he had some hand sanitizer and just squirted on everyone as a celebration. Andrew Roberts, you say reality TV girls don't. Sorry, I must have missed that in the conversation. I don't know what they don't do. All right, let's throw that one away.
All right, we got about a minute 20.
All right, so we'll jump into Corey Taylor. He's going to do a small little tour, it looks like. Then we'll jump into Alice Cooper. He's got a fun little story. And then also Seether. We'll wrap up the show with Seether and what they have going on. And then Dale from Seether needs to get his ass into our studio, preferably for a beer for breakfast.
Yeah,
soon.
I think that'd be awesome. I think he'd be down for that.
I will kick someone out of the rotation I have to get Dale in for sure.
Oh, who do you kick out?
Well, it depends on the week he wants to come in.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sorry, bumping you for Dale.
Everyone's expendable when it comes to rock stars. Sorry. They're kind of a big deal for us. All right, a little less than a minute. We'll jump into Marshall's Music News.
Yep. All right, we got 30. Be right back. Big thanks to everybody for hanging out this morning. Don't forget, you can check us out on the live stream. That's right, video, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We took a shot of smelling salts earlier.
Well, we didn't drink it. We smelled the smelling salts.
We took it appropriately.
Yeah. What is the equivalent? Yeah, I sniffed it. I mean,
we didn't snort it.
Right.
We smelled smelling salts.
Yeah. We Joe Biden it.
if you were watching the stream, you got to see our reactions, which were pretty stupid because that stuff's potent, man.
Yeah, it is very potent. I'll probably cut it out of the show and put it up as an exclusive clip on our YouTube channel. Well, with all that being said, let's jump into Marshall's Music News. Our first story of the day involves the man who cannot stop talking about himself. That would be the one and only Corey Taylor of Slipknot, Stone Sour, and, well, not really Stone Sour anymore. Anyway, his solo work. So Corey Taylor says that obviously with the pandemic happening, he hasn't really been able to promote his new solo album, CMFT. Well, it looks like he will be going on a short tour, he says, probably around 3 weeks. It'll be sometime in late April, May-ish kind of a timeline. Now, sadly, he says the bulk of the dates are going to be in the Midwest, at least for us, and then he's going to kind of work his way back towards Vegas, which is where he is from and where he lives. So he said they're actually hammering out the details right now, but they're going to have stringent rules to get in to actually see his show. He goes, some places will be doing 2 nights in one city, but it'll be completely socially distanced, which means there'll be pods with spaces around it, and the only people allowed in the pods are the people who came with that group. He said temperature checks will be at the door, and you'll have to have proof of a negative test within 48 hours of the show, or you won't be let in at all. So I guess those are rules he's kind of putting in place for his own tour, which I totally get. Yeah. I mean, he probably doesn't have the vaccine yet, so he wants to make sure he's as safe as possible, but he wants to go out and play shows and tour, and a lot of people want to come out and see shows right now, especially as the vaccine's rolling out and more people are getting it.
I want to see Corey Taylor pull a Mick Foley and do the 3 faces of Foley kind of show. The 3 faces of Taylor.
Right.
Opens up with the solo stuff. Stone Sour comes out for the middle act, and then Slipknot closes the show.
Right. So solo stuff is just him.
Yeah.
Stone Sour, he's wearing a hat.
Yeah.
And then Slipknot, he wears the mask.
Yeah. I think it'd be. I want to see. Because each band, is really different, and even Stone Sour and the solo stuff, it's a different sound. And then Slipknot's its own world.
Yeah.
I think it would. Could he pull it off?
Without a doubt. It's what he does for a living.
That's true. But it just seems like it'd be like, who am I now? Okay. Different. You got to psych yourself up.
That's like a Vegas show he does near the end of his career.
Yes.
But he's he wears a suit the entire time, but he just keeps adding on face paint and the mask and everything. That would be insane.
All right, we got more Marshall's Music News coming up. Got to talk Alice Cooper and Seether. Now back to Corey Taylor. New single's called Samantha's Gone. Here it is. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
I would love for Corey Taylor to come and do a show at Victory North, but I just know it's not going to happen. He said most of the dates are in the Midwest, and obviously we are not the Midwest.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'd love to see the guys from Shinedown and Corey Taylor make their way around here. Obviously, we have some shows coming up, though. Pretty excited about. Adelita's Way is this coming Friday at Victory North.
Do we know who's on that bill with them?
I think it's just them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think just with how things are going, they're keeping teams as small as possible to do these little shows.
Sure.
That's why it's mostly affordable. Even with the reduced capacity, I think tickets to the show are less than $30.
Yeah, that's not bad. Now it'll be fun, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Steel Panthers, obviously, at the end of April.
Yes.
I know there's John Corabi, who did an album with Motley Crue.
Yeah.
He's coming in for a show, I think, in late May. And then there's one more show we can't talk about yet that I know is scheduled for Victory North that isn't officially official, but for some reason I know. So
okay, you need to tell me because I'm not sure.
No, I'm not telling you.
You need to tell me.
No, I'm not telling you. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I will tell you this. Hey, Cotter, answer this question. There is a 4-stall bathroom with a glory hole in each stall.
Oh, dear God.
3 with 3 with smoke shows and 1 with a dude. Do you take the chance?
I don't. The concept of a glory hole unto itself is so bizarre to me.
How far away do you think the closest glory hole is to us?
There's got to be an app. Dude, that's it. There's the glory hole app.
That's
glory hole finder.
And this is how Cotter and I become millionaires.
It's the dumbest idea ever.
Yeah.
I bet there's one.
Where is the closest glory hole to me?
Oh, dude, I bet there's one within a 30-mile radius, 20-mile radius. There's a lot of questions.
It's closer.
It's closer. There's a lot of questionable, areas around.
Oh,
so.
without it, we have probably one within a mile and a half.
You think so?
Of the radio station.
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's some sketchy places near this place.
I get that. The concept of a glory hole still though it's bizarre to me because you're like you're really gambling.
Oh wait,
you're gambling.
You've made some wrong decisions if you're like, and here's the glory hole. It's Glory Hole Saturday. Tim goes, I want to know, but I do not want to Google that. That's what we do. That's how we make $1 million.
It sounds so dumb.
Yeah.
But you'd have people who would download it just out of curiosity.
Yeah, and we call it Holecator. Hole locator, Holecator.
But you'd have people who download it out of curiosity. Then you'd have people who download it because they used it. And then you had people who download it out of curiosity going, okay, how curious am I? Okay. And then I'm telling you, I think it's a thing.
It's, wow. Man, the Glory Hole Locator. Did we just come up with $1 million idea?
Maybe.
Do not steal that, guys. You can't have it. We've already trademark TM. If you say TM after an idea, they can't steal it. I mean, just so you know.
How we pinpoint each exact glory hole location is still yet to be determined.
And then we keep up to date on when it closes.
The hours.
Yeah.
You have to rate them. Well, the experience was okay.
Yeah.
It was a little gummy, for me.
Initially, a guy named Chad was there, and he was very rude and threw off the whole vibe of the glory hole. Tim goes, it's like the Pokemon app. Got to catch them all. Oh, wild. Okay, that was a fun one. All right, next up, Marshall's Music News once we go back on the air. How much time we got?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. So we're going to jump on. We're going to talk about Alice Cooper. Do you know his real name?
I don't. Because, initially, he didn't use Alice Cooper. That was like the band's name, I think. And then he eventually just used it himself.
I don't quite know the answer to that, but his real name, just to give you the answer here real quick, Vincent Damon Fernier.
It's one of those things I might have seen at one point in time, but I would never have gotten that. He seems like just an awesome guy. So he does a syndicator, or at least did. I don't know if he still does it, Alice Cooper Nights. He did like a syndicated radio show. And we had him on in our for a classic hit station back in Illinois.
Oh yeah,
and then
I remember that he stopped by, right?
He stopped by, yeah. Super cool guy. A huge golf nut. I think I went golfing with Markley, back in Peoria.
Of course.
But yeah, a super nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I haven't really met too many a-holes, for celebrity wise. Most people I've run into. Usually the circumstance of the radio station, so I think by default they're going to be nicer.
Mm-hmm.
But I really haven't run into too many. The guys in Motley Crue weren't a-holes, just
the guys from Motley Crue.
Yeah, they're like, we're good, thanks.
Let's see, perfect.
Who's been cool? Slash was cool as hell.
Yep, I didn't get a chance to meet him. You met him.
And then Tobias Forge from Ghost.
Yeah, Tobias was cool.
And that was before, they really, they were still kind of playing into the whole Papa, gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came out as Tobias and talked as Tobias, I think it threw me off.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. What do we talk about now? Because I can actually ask you questions. You're going to answer. We talked about Disney movies.
Yeah, so when we interviewed him, they told us that Hush Hush, he is the lead singer, but he is going to pretend to be one of the ghouls.
Yeah.
One of the bandmates, although he is the singer. And they told us that. We're like, okay, that's weird. I mean, we all kind of thought that, but it wasn't like widely known at that moment.
But
it was just speculated.
Then he just answered questions. It was weird. I don't know. It was a weird interview.
He was cool though.
No, it was very nice. Dave Mustaine, cool as hell. When we met him.
Yeah, Dave was cool.
All right, guys, got about 30. I'll be right back. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. Right now, we got more of Marshall's Music News.
So, legendary shock rocker Alice Cooper was recently asked if anyone is allowed to call him by his real name. His real name he was born with way back in February 4th of 1948 was Vincent Damon Fernier.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was recently asked, like, hey, Alice Cooper, does anyone ever call you by your real name? And he said that only one person is allowed to call him Vince, and that is Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones.
Did he say why?
Yes, he goes on to say, he'll say, Keith Richards will say, Vinny, how long has it been since you had a drink? And he goes, well, Alice Cooper will reply, well, more than 30 years. And Keith Richards goes, begs the question, why? So yeah, that's the only person in this world allowed to ask or to say Alice Cooper's real name. So Keith Richards. I think that's a good one to have.
Right. I mean, I almost expect you to be like, hey, it's his mom or it's his kid or his wife, but Keith Richards. I get that.
It's a good story to have in your back pocket. But there you go, Alice Cooper. Only one man allowed to call him by his real name of Vinny. That's Keith Richards from the Stones.
All right, more Marshall's Music News coming up. Got to talk Seether. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
I will say that is very annoying when I'm trying to switch camera angles and I have to stop and reset cameras. Because I tried doing it there and it just fell apart.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, wrapping up the show. One more break, guys.
Use the restroom.
One more break and we'll call her a day. Going to do the finale of Marshall's Music News. We'll talk about Seether. Those guys obviously have been busy with a brand new album, but they also have a new Rock and Roll Hall of Fame museum exhibit, which is pretty cool stuff. We'll talk about that, and then we'll wrap up the show for today. So tomorrow on the show... Oh, look at that. Tomorrow on the show, like I said earlier, we'll do About Last Night in the 6 o'clock hour. We'll take your phone calls in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll play some more trivia at 8 o'clock, and then we'll, of course, wrap up the show with some more Marshall's Music News. So that is show tomorrow. We'll also do the Dude of the Week Deathmatch, your chance to vote on who the Dude of the Week will be. Last week, it was between a guy who was killed by his cockfighting rooster, which he taped a knife to his feet, and a guy that drank a pitcher of beer to take a picture with former Chicago Bears quarterback Jay Cutler. The cockfighting rooster won, in case there was any doubt. So there you go. So tomorrow we'll have your opportunity to vote for the Dude of the Week Deathmatch. We'll talk about that in the 7 o'clock hour as well. Later on this week, we will have Chicks on Dudes featuring Mac from our sister station, Bob 106.9. If you have questions, that you're too afraid to ask your girlfriend or just a female figure in your life, you can ask Mac, and she'll answer our questions for us this coming Wednesday. That should be a lot of fun. And then we'll have Rick DeJesus, lead singer of Adelita's Way, in studio with us. He'll be doing some beer for breakfast with us, and we'll chat, obviously, about his show later on that night at Victory North. Tickets are still on sale for that show. You can find the link over at rock1061.com. And that's kind of it. Been a wild show. Cotter and I both need some sleep. Other than that, feeling good. Feeling good. Oh, and of course, earlier today we did Drunk Line, we did Big Money Monday. Make sure to check out those features and have your shot at winning some cold hard cash with Big Money Monday. And of course, hearing yourself in the 9 o'clock hour with the Drunk Line. Plus, I have one of the best gifts ever from a long weekend. I have cold pizza in my fridge waiting for me for lunch today. So if you've obviously never partaked in the gloriousness of cold pizza for lunch, or really any meal, it is something I'm going to thoroughly enjoy later on this afternoon. All right, and here we are, a few minutes away to our last break of the show.
The stop sets will have Self-Destructor from Chevelle, and then last break.
Oh, man, so we got like 7-8 minutes left.
Yes, we got some time.
All right. Well, let's wrap up the show with a couple questions from Answer the Internet. All right, guys. Would you rather win a golf tournament for $1 million or win an Olympic gold medal? I think we talked about this one.
I would my gold medal. I mean, I want the gold medal.
$1 million.
Yeah.
$1 million. Without a doubt.
I could parlay the gold medal into something.
I don't think your lifetime earnings off one gold medal would be $1 million. So I'd rather just do the $1 million golf tournament.
Sure.
All right. Let's do this one. Answer the Internet, guys. If you've trained your son from birth to his 21st birthday to fight a gorilla, would he stand a chance?
What is the purpose of your life?
I love the picture, the animation there of the karate fighting son and a gorilla.
I'm going to say no. He's not going to stand a chance. Gorillas can be what, 500-600 pounds?
Yeah. But if you spent 21 years leading up to the day you fight a gorilla, and also, do I have the jump on him?
That's a good question. No, I guess the question would be, could anybody living beat a gorilla in a fight? Because if the answer to that is yes, then yeah, I could train my kid. If the answer to that is no, then obviously not. I don't care. Would anybody even remotely stand a chance? I don't think so.
I mean,
I don't.
If I had the jump on him, like if I, and it sounds like,
can use weapons.
You trained your son from birth to his 21st birthday to fight a gorilla. I mean, the picture shows like a karate fighting son. I'm guessing you don't have a weapon.
I mean, I would get you're not going in there with a gun.
Yeah, you just don't get a gun. Yeah, I know. I think bare hands. As long as I was able to jump on his back first, I feel like there's a chance.
No.
Can gorillas touch their back? Fun question.
I don't know.
Like there's some guy
hold on for dear life. There's to choke him out.
Yeah, there's some guys who like their biceps are so large they're no longer able to touch their shoulders anymore. Obviously, that's not me. Maybe gorillas are the same way. Like they're so muscular they can't like reach back at you. So maybe you can get a nice little chokehold on them or like gouge an eye. You blind them.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go no.
You walk up and you throw powder in their face, like a wrestling, like a wrestling move. So he's blinded. Yeah, you kick him in the balls. Genitals. But that's a great question. I would say probably not.
Yeah, I don't.
Probably not.
I don't.
But I would love to see the one guy who could.
Yeah, I want to try though.
Yeah. Maybe you have some experience with this. Maybe you don't, Cotter. Let's do another one. Mary F. Kill, Gushers, Fruit by the Foot, and Shark Bites.
Kill them all.
I'm not familiar with Shark Bites.
Kill them all. I don't know enough about them, but I hate that type of candy, roll-ups and all that stuff.
Oh, really? You don't like the...
No, so I just kill them all.
Hold on, let me do a little research on Shark Bites. No, Shark Bite candy, not the plumbing accessory. Oh, okay. Yeah. They're just, I mean, they're just a gummy thing.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Not my thing.
Do they still make Shark Bites fruit snacks? They still exist, but there's a catch. The colors, textures, and flavors have been heavily modified Today, shark bites are tough to locate in some areas, but Betty Crocker's confirmed they're still in production. So,
interesting.
Fun fact. So you would kill all of them, although that's not a choice.
I'm making my own rules this
I would marry gushers. I would F fruit by the foot, and I would kill shark bites because I don't know much about them.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I'm not like fruit roll-ups when those came out. I'm just like, oh, this is hideous.
No, you don't deserve that question. All right, Cotter, would you rather have teeth where your hair is or hair where your teeth are?
So, are we talking hair on the head?
Once
are we
again,
talking all over the body?
Would you rather have teeth where your hair is? I'm just going to say your head of hair.
Okay.
Or hair where your teeth are.
I'll take teeth where my hair are because I can wear a hat.
Hair is, yeah. You just pull all the teeth. Probably be a little gross on top of the noggin.
I can wear a hat. But yeah, hair coming out of your come on, it's gross. And you get one hair like in your mouth or throat, it's the worst thing ever.
It is. It is terrible. Not great at all. All right, man, we're wrapping up the show here in just a few moments. We have our final story of Marshall's music news, and then we'll call it for the day. We will both go home and take naps and be a little bit more vibrant for you on a Tuesday. Tomorrow we have Dude of the Week Deathmatch.
Yep.
Doing our second rendition of that. Gibby asked if we were going to be doing a Torture Tuesday tomorrow. We will not be doing that every Tuesday.
Yeah.
But we are going to be probably something we should actually plan out.
Yeah, we've got a bet in place for. I don't want to know if it'll be the next one because I guess that wouldn't be until April. So that means we wouldn't do another one in the month of March, which
I think our goal is to do 2 a month.
Yes.
Like essentially every other week. So we probably should have something for next Tuesday-ish.
So if anybody's got suggestions, and they don't always have to be hot. We just kind of got into this rhythm of doing hot things because there's so many options, and it's just really funny to watch us suffer. But if there's other ideas, like I said, the Stone Stairs of Death 1 mile fun run. I still want to try. I think it's stupid. I mean, it'd be hard to do during the show. We'd have to probably do it separately. But I think that's fun. So anything that we can come up with, that we can do here during the show, if you got suggestions, we're always open.
We've done stuff like, let's see.
We did the paper cut.
Oh, the paper cut. We had to put lemon on it. That was bad.
We did the
wasabi burrito, which was
I forgot about that
it
one.
Killed wasabi for me for like 2 years. I couldn't just eat it at all.
We did the jelly beans, the gross jelly beans.
Oh yeah, the bean boozle. We've done a couple of those.
That was gross. I'm trying to think what else we did in studio. You did Edward 40 Hands, which was awesome. That's been so long since we've done that one. I'd be cool with revisiting Edward 40 Hands.
That one's just fun. Slugging 240s.
What else was there? I tried the Sprite and Banana Challenge.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to make you throw up.
It did not make me throw up, but I didn't like it because bananas. All right, 30 seconds. All right, thanks for everybody for hanging out this morning. You can still check out the stream. If you didn't make it today, do it tomorrow. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And we got time for one more Marshall's Music News.
So Seether are proud to reveal that some of their history is actually being currently featured in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. Now, they're not inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because they haven't been a band long enough for that to happen, but they do have an exhibit case alongside other artists like Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Alabama Shakes, Casey Musgraves, and The Weeknd. And it's supposed to be about the evolution of rock and its impact on its current generation of artists. Now, the guys from the band say, growing up on a pig farm in South Africa, I had many dreams of being a rock star in America. I feel so humbled and grateful for this opportunity, but it's difficult to express. This is a huge milestone for Seether, and it's by far the most important highlight of our career.
I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be featured in the Rock and Roll Museum, Hall of Fame Museum, I think would be awesome. I mean, that is, I want to go. Eventually, one day, I want to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's drivable-ish. It's not a bad drive to go up to Ohio. You've been to Ohio 100 times. Your kid's up there going to college. But, yeah, I feel like this is a really cool thing, especially for artists that don't have an opportunity to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, just to have some of their stuff there.
Yeah.
That must be a really, really cool highlight. Now, in the Seether case, it's like clothing from the band's videos. The song Broken, which is the band song probably most people know from the band. The duet he did with, his girlfriend at the time from Evanescence. Amy Lee. They actually had the lyric sheet from that as well, and they have a bunch of other cool little things in the exhibit as well.
All right, well, that's it, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us here on our Monday as we kick off week number 2. Tomorrow, we've got our Dude of the Week Deathmatch. We've got another round of Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? So it should be a great Tuesday. No, there's no Torture Tuesday tomorrow because emotionally, still not ready.
Yeah, he's still broken from it. But don't worry, we're going to do 2 a month. That's our goal. So next Tuesday-ish, we should be having another Torture Tuesday.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Eric Andre, sing us out. All right, guys.
Yeah. It feels good to be back in studio after an oddly long weekend. At least that's the way it felt.
Yeah.
Like Cotter said, tomorrow, Dude of the Week Deathmatch about last night. Are You Smarter Than Community College Dropout? Marshall's Music News, all that stuff. Later on this week, we'll do Chicks on Dudes. We also have Rick DeJesus from Annalise Way. Gonna stop in studio for beer for breakfast. So, and of course, if you haven't already, go to the website rock1061.com and set up your profile for Cotter and Marshall Madness. Your chance to win an Xbox Series X bundle. Boom! That's it. That's a Monday. That's the show. Say goodbye.